intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hey, Daddy, this is Dollar Beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar over. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Sunday edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. And now that we got our co-host from across the pond, we're back to our regularly scheduled Crow Days. And today is Sunday. There's a lot of crow going around for everyone. And I will partake in the eating of some dead bird, but there's one fight that I will not. And that one fight is the most important fight because it was the most significant fight of the weekend, and only two of us got it right. And speaking of the number two, I am number two in the Grandmaster leaderboard of the free version of our fantasy pick'em league. And I decided not to get in the paid version and instead do it in the free version because I knew that there would be more of you hiding there. You know, whatever excuse you may have. Oh, I don't gamble, I don't do this, I don't like this, I don't got $5. Cool, so I'm gonna whoop your butt in the free one. And there's 75 of us in the free one, and there's, I think, over 10 or 12 in the, reward one. That being said, shout out to Real Naja Chick, also from across the pond, being number one out of 75 people. But I'm number two. I'm number two. And yeah, number two ain't number one. But so what? So what? You know? Yeah. Pick'em League, Fantasy Pick'em League we got only on Patreon. Got to at least be a $3 member. It's never too late to join because every week there's more fights. And speaking of fights, man, we got so much to talk about today, so much to discuss. I mean, dude, the worst part is that boxing does it to us again. And, we got a little bit of a robbery here. Maybe my panelists, my fellow co-hosts don't call it that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot going on here. We got new undisputed champion. So tears all across the board. You know, David Benavidez crying he lost his belt. Jessica McCaskill crying she won her belt. And then you got Phoenix crying he ain't get his belt. You know, and then Frampton's just crying because he got to fight Jamel Herring eventually. But yo, what's going on, guys? Coach Midi, across the pond, Alexander, Lioness, New Jersey. What's up? I seem more excited than y'all, man. I'm more energetic than y'all. What's going on?
I mean, it's midnight here. It's all right. But Sunday, man. Sunday, like you said, is Crow Day, and now we made it exciting with that pick them list, So yeah, I'm ready to talk about what happened over the weekend, who got it right, and then let's decide who's the top of the table. Is it UK Niger or is it someone else? But yeah, man. Now it's good. As far as robberies are concerned, for some of the fights there, I know we're gonna get into it, but I don't know, man. A lot of people like to use robbery loosely, but yeah, we can debate the definition of a robbery.
No comment.
No comment.
Yo, listen, bro. I mean, look, man. It was obvious what happened, with the Rolly fight. I think that's what stuck out the most. Unfortunately, that it had to be that stuck out the most. But we got a new Undisputed, right? Yeah, and I'm gonna go with you, Coach Mitty. You called it, man. McCaskill, you
Yo,
even though
why
you
y'all
knew.
keep saying Coach Mitty like I didn't pick it and it's not on the
Uh,
You
picking
know
list?
why? You know why I'm
he's
mentioning
saying that
this?
because you
Because I try
followed.
to persuade him. It's on air, and I try to persuade him, and he stuck with her, and I don't know, he saw something in her.
Yeah, I
So
mean, is that the
I
first one
didn't.
we're
I
gonna
didn't
go
see
into,
anything.
or
You
we're gonna
did,
get
you
into
did.
it later?
No, I mean, look, let's jump into, I guess, topic number one is the Showtime card, the robbery. Floyd Mayweather promoted fighter, Rolando Romero,
Are we
took.
gonna go with Benavidez first, and then Rolly, or we just?
Nah, we're going to go Showtime card first, but I think that we should definitely go with what is the most.
Talked about.
Exactly. Ain't nobody talking about Benavidez losing his belt and getting a win over a dude we knew he would win. Everybody's talking about the gift that a Mayweather promoted fighter got, the robbery, the conspiracy. I mean, we got Gervonta Davis saying that he lost, Earl Spence saying that he lost, Ryan Garcia saying that he lost, Oscar De La Hoya saying that he lost, Javier Fortuna saying that he lost. Say what? I mean, the names of fighters go on and on and on. You know, I haven't
I
seen. I feel like I haven't seen a robbery this blatant since Paul Williams and Islandri Lara. And in that fight, the three judges got suspended indefinitely. According to the notes for today's show, it says that the WBA is considering enforcing the rematch. I don't know how true that is. That's why I kind of wanted Mario here. You know, I didn't see that, but because I don't want to just be giving them credit. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, that's good of them when the WBA sucks Super Bowls.
but I mean, like, it would be good of them regardless. But even if the rematch doesn't happen, it would be smart of them to come and say something like that anyway, right? So saying, I'm considering a rematch, and then when the smoke, like, dies down a little bit, people tend to forget those things. And it's not like Rolly is a name that is popping a little bit right now, but it's not a name that is on everybody's lips every second of the day, right? So people are going to forget Rolly and then until he fights next, right? So,
Yo, Mitty, one thing I'm not going to forget is Jackson Marinez, one-handed and still got it in the bag. And I had Rolly on the cards, but the last rounds, man, he took him, and I was like, you know what? On my card, he won. I thought Phoenix won. Even though I had it in my mind that, the bullshit that happened was going to happen. In the back of my mind, I had it. And it was just like, it happened. And I was like, damn, it really did happen. And, the kid fought with one hand. We'd love to get him on the show, right? Speak about that, because when he did shoot the right hand, and Ness, you could hear Ness maybe like 50, 60 times last night. Shoot the right hand. And it wouldn't come out. It never came out. And when it would come out, it was a surprise. And it was just, coach, man, you got game plans sometimes, right?
yeah.
And sometimes you reserve certain punches so that, maybe your opponent get used to something and then you surprise them later, right? And that's what I thought.
You do, but I watched it this morning actually, right? Because I didn't watch the Showtime card live, but I thought that it wasn't necessarily that he was saving that shot. I thought he was just trying to keep Rolly at bay, right? Just like boxing with like a bit more speed than power, and I thought that he was concerned a little bit about Rolly's power. To be honest, you can say whatever you want about Rolly. But he punches with intention to hurt, and it seems like he has power. Like looking at the reaction from his opponent, it seems like he has some decent power on him. So, but I mean, I'm with the majority of people. I saw Rolly winning 7 rounds to 5 rounds, so I am not screaming robbery. But the reason why I want to discuss the robbery is like you know, when you're a character like like Rolly, for example, and you start like calling out like Ryan Garcia or whatever, I don't know what the beef is with like Tank Davis or whatever. You put yourself in the public eye, and people are waiting for you to slip up, right? So that's why those people will come out and say, "Hey, you got like a gift decision." Yes, to me it's a gift decision, but is it like a blatant
stupendous
robbery? I don't know. You know? And it is stupendous.
Damn, man. You know, I guess this makes it good for the show, but I'm disappointed, bro. How are you saying that?
Admitty had Rolly
Hey, listen,
75.
I had him.
man,
I didn't have Rolly winning. I had Rolly losing 7-5. Right?
Oh,
So,
you said him winning.
Oh,
not-
you said he was
so-
winning, bro.
sorry.
That's why I'm like,
Okay.
what the hell,
I-
man?
No,
I
apologies.
thought I was like, okay, I wasn't alone on that, but like I had him winning in the beginning, and then he turned
Yeah,
it up with me.
Absolutely. I had him winning in the beginning. I had him
It was just more aggressive to me.
putting the kind of like mental pressure, and definitely the statement of intent with the aggression was with Rolly, right? But he's probably a kid that is in love with his power, right? So,
I saw no
you know,
variation. To the jab,
Okay.
man.
yeah, he didn't box at all. He was just like
His
throwing
jab, the
bombs
way he
after bombs
stretched,
after
the way he stretched himself, technically, like every time the jab was just stretched out.
Oh
and it
my
would,
God, he was doing the split. Listen to me. I know it's easier said than done. It's easy on the outside looking in. I get all the cliches of boxing, but I am going to listen. This is my promise, my vow to the listeners. We are gonna get Jackson on this show. We're gonna get Robert. We're gonna find out what's up with the right. And I believe that there was either a mental issue there or a physical issue, because I'm not the greatest boxer in the world, I understand, but he was supposed to drop the right hand every time that Romero literally
gave him the head.
He went into stripper position by stepping with the lead foot, his lead left, then he would jab with the left hand, turn his head and lean it down. I'm just like, bro, the right, just drop it down.
yeah.
Vladimir Klitschko. It's it.
It happens a lot. He does that, but he doesn't lean forward though. He just leans on his back foot also, right? So when you come over with the right, you're gonna have to commit, and if you manage to pull out somehow, you leave yourself exposed to a counter also. Maybe that's the reason, right? So
It was that he was just so stretched out to me, Mitty, that there was no way he was gonna pull out.
Yeah,
he was so stretched out.
Yeah.
Like, he almost went into a split.
It
Right
was
there. Hold
different.
on,
Like,
guys.
If
Hold
you're gonna
on.
compare it to like someone just leaning on one side all the time and maybe too much and forward, McCaskill was doing that. She was leaning she was leaning to the same side all the time, and she was leaning forward at the same time. So she was susceptible to be caught with the right hand over the top.
The difference,
with Rolly,
though,
it's possible, but I didn't know if, it felt like Rolly was a bit more on his back foot as well. So you would have to stretch yourself to get that right hand.
While I agree with you that McCaskill was in a similar, you can categorize the two of them like as fighting similar. But the thing that McCaskill did, which gave her effective aggression, was she had her own version of the Mike Tyson lateral movement. So yes, when she did lean her head down, she didn't just leave it there like Rolly. She would go, like that, side to side.
But you see, that's the reason I'm saying, like, so Rolly, deliberate with his stance, right? Like very wide feet, wide stance, because he wants to put every single, everything in all of his shots. So he loves his power. I don't know why. And it must have an impact on opponents. But if you don't get them out of there, or if you don't get them buckled or anything, you can't keep doing that for 12 rounds. He had to just revert to boxing a little bit, just variation in your shots. Use your jab.
What you think about his
wait.
shoulder roll?
We got some questions that were already interjected. We could get to that. Does Rolly owe a rematch? I mean, he worded it that way, but basically, does he owe Jackson the rematch? Or us? Does he owe us the rematch?
That's up to his team.
No. Come on, Doomy. What's your political up to his team? Does he owe you the rematch as a boxing fan? Are you okay with the decision, or would you like to see him run it back?
listen, like we would all say, yeah, we want to run it back. But you know,
Yeah, I was about to say.
if I put myself in his shoes, I would just turn around and say, I owe you guys nothing. You know, I'm gonna carry on with my career. I'm
Yeah.
controversial enough. I made enough like noise that, you know, I'm gonna do what's good for me. And what's good for me doesn't seem like running into a rematch where if it goes the
Look,
distance, the
that you
judges
gotta
will be
leave
under
that
pressure.
business to the WBA.
You and Mitty, you guys are so. You like I'm the voice of the people. He owes a rematch. He owes the rematch. Listen to me. It's like Mitty said. Mitty and you know, credit to you, bro. Credit to you, Steve. Get off his back, bro. You did the research. You knew or found out that Rolly's been talking big game. Rolly's been putting himself in conversations with Gervontas and with Ryan Garcia's, and he was just on a live with Teofimo calling Gervonta a fat ass and all this. Then you go and you shit the bed. So yes, as the ambassador of all boxing fans, you owe us. I am the voice of the people, and this is the voice of the people. They call in to express themselves. You owe us. My chat says yes. You two hosts are saying no. We say yes, you owe, because you know what this means? He's got an interim now, so he gets a bigger fight. No.
Listen,
we don't want to see you lose to Gervonta. We know that's going to happen. We don't want to see you lose to Teofimo. We know that's going to go back and avenge yourself. Get your respect back, first of all, with Jackson Marino. That's who you need to get it with. Marinez.
Listen,
I
listen
know
to
that's
me.
not gonna happen, man.
No, but listen to me. I hear what you're
They should
saying,
give
and
Felix
I was like, as fans, you know, we can call for a rematch. As fans, we just say, oh, he owes me something. I'm saying the fighter never owes us anything, and as fans, we switch, flip flop, and whatever. Whenever we have a fighter that we invested in, and we know that he's going to be in a tough rematch, we say, ooh, he needs to start doing something that's right for him. I don't see many people that were rushing Deontay, for example, say, yeah, just run it back with Fury right away. It was kind of divided, 50-50. Some people will say, yes, run it back. Some others will say, actually, I like you, champ. I want you to take your time a little bit more. Like people, you know, you could just turn around and say, you owe me the rematch. You said you were going to knock out the Dazn or whatever, and you didn't do it. You know what I mean? So you owe me a performance. You talk to me about the suit or whatever. He doesn't owe me anything. He needs to do what's good for him, and there'll be a bigger fight after, you know. And that's what I'm saying. Like from a Rolly standpoint, he needs to think about himself. You know, if he's rematching Marinez, I'll watch it. Obviously, I'll watch it, and I'll be happy to see it. But I don't think it's smart for him to do so. I'd say just wait a little bit.
Yeah, look, I'd rather Phoenix move on too, and they gave this kid another good shot with another good opponent where he could get a good position, man. Screw Rolly. Rolly's gonna get exposed already, man. And if you guys don't think that he wasn't exposed in a whole bunch of ways, he was already exposed. The people saw it. So it's like, I don't think that that's going to be revisited. You know, Rolly's got problems down the road, man. He's going to have to train a little bit more to vary his style. And Phoenix, we saw what we got from him, man. I like Phoenix. I like Jackson Marinez, bro. He made a name for himself. And to me, he showed a lot of courage in fighting with that hand like that. And I really believe something was wrong with that. I don't really think that it was just him, you know, trying to be reserved, or he was stunned by maybe the pressure. You know, he was hitting them with many left shots, variations of the left, you know, and it was just like, okay, when is that shit gonna drop? Never dropped. And it's like, you got to give him credit for that, man. The way he was moving, pivoting, you know, it was good boxing.
That's an important point that you're making, because in all this commotion and everything, we're forgetting to talk a lot about Marinez, right? So, you know, Rolly will be on everyone's lips. Robbery will be on everyone's lips. But no one will actually say, yo, we need to make sure that the other guy gets all the credit he deserves. And we need to make sure that if he doesn't get the Rolly rematch, he gets something big. And that's the problem. Like, once, you know, the heat dies down a little bit in a month or so, 2 months or so, a lot of people, except from us, like the hardcore people in these chats, people listening to the show, will forget about the dude.
Is it the funny? The funny thing is that
but that's why
the people are the ones who got the power in that. You know,
they
to say
we will
you can
forget.
have a belt, but everybody knows what happened.
We will forget if we don't campaign. If we don't start the campaign now, of course it'll forget. Of course it'll die down. Bro, this dude did an interview with AB Boxing News, and FYI, Jackson was a number 6, and Rolando Romero was a number 7. Gervonta Davis is the regular champion. Vasil Lomachenko is the super champion. Ryan Garcia, number 2. Robert Easter right there. So, you know, I get the logic that Mitty and Alexander have about, oh, he'll get his with the people ranked above him. What?
Stupendous.
He'll get his with the people ranked above him, but is he going to fight Linares? No. Is he going to fight Ryan? No. He's a Mayweather promoted fighter. Maybe he fights Easter. Can we guarantee Easter does him the way we need him done? Nah, we can't. And why we going to give the job to Easter or anyone else when it's Marinez that deserves the rematch? Not just,
what do you mean?
Oh, make sure he gets a big fight.
What do you mean that, like, does him the way that, you know, we want him to be done? Like, you know, I ain't got nothing wrong with him or any, like, preconception about him. I don't give a damn about the smack that he talks.
Me neither.
I don't want to see him like knocked out for that reason. Like, so I want to see him knocked out because there's someone better than him in there, right? So.
And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, they already put him in there with a dude that can't punch with one hand. And that dude beat him. You understand? He was in there with a dude with 7 knockouts who literally only threw his left 90% of the fight. 90% of the fight, he threw the left. Like, come on, man.
Again, I think, like, personally, again, I don't know if he had anything wrong with his hand. It's quite possible if you don't throw it that, you know, that often. But I also thought that this was outboxing him, you know, using your left hand, keep him at bay. And that's all he needed with someone who's just coming crazy, like with big punches all the time. Even the jab is a power jab instead of like a quick, like, you know, variation of like power and speed on the jab, right? Everything was power, power, power.
Yeah.
And that's why my man just decided, okay, I'm going to box him. But he didn't get the decision that his boxing deserved, right? So.
All I was saying is I seen an interview that Marinez did with AB Boxing News. Shout out to AB Boxing News. And basically he was like, nah, you know, it wasn't a robbery. It's what God wanted.
Well, that's what Marinez said?
Yeah, and he's like, no matter what, it was going to be what it was today because that's what God wanted, and we don't know why, and we'll see. Does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts. But that's what God wanted, and we'll see why he wanted it this way. And I'm like, wow. My man is wilding. Okay? I would, you know, okay, cool. You humble, bro, but chill. You supposed to be in an uproar. But, you know, look. His story hopefully could be like Jason Rosario's where he comes back after a loss and still can be a champion. He fought really good. Really, really good. I got a couple more questions for y'all. WBA considering the rematch we talked about. Kaufman is retiring after the Otto Island fight, dog.
I knew it.
This was on the undercard. Now, I don't know where Mario got this, and again, this is why I told this fucker to come on, but he's not even answering, right? Because it's like, yo, I didn't watch the fight, so I can't bring nothing to the show. But you can bring the substance of all these notes, because I don't know. Is he talking what Kaufman was saying before the fight? Because Kaufman was...
okay, he did say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kaufman was saying before the fight, yo, if I don't beat this guy, I'm retiring. But did he really say that after the fight? You understand what I'm saying? Was that just talk and build up? But now Mario's not here to tell us that.
He's scared, y'all. He's scared.
He fucking scared.
Listen, they're different kind of statement. When you go out there before the fight and you say, if I don't beat this guy, I'm retiring, it means two things. It means like the other guy is so trash, and if I can't even get past him, then I'm not the level. Or it can be said with a different tone to say, you know what? I've paid my dues to the sport. It's kind of my last fight or one of my last fights. If I manage to get past this guy and I move on to better things, yeah, maybe I'll consider, you know, carrying on. But if I don't, I'll call it a day. And I think
his body didn't
that's
tell
where
me that.
Kaufman is. Yeah.
Looks like our moderator in
Casual Bass guy on the super chat says, "Here's UK Rob's sign-on bonus for that UK 1-2 punch."
Yeah, I mean, look, we need about a couple hundred more of you guys to do something like that to get them on here. But yo, Brandon, who we're gonna take his word, he's a moderator. He says that he did say it after the fight. So damn, Kaufman is gone. Let me see if he posted something on his IG.
Yeah, man. Kaufman.
Damn, coffee.
Yo,
Nah,
listen,
let me not
this
say
is
coffee.
like
Let me not say
hard
coffee
way
for y'all
to
confused.
earn a living, right? And in any kind of like
He
fight
probably made
with,
good investments, man.
I mean, he probably has, right? Isn't it? Is that in the promotion game as well? Like so.
I believe so.
Yeah. So the thing is, when you dare to give people good work and to be a measuring stick for people or to give them experience, it's good when you still have like some kind of desire in your body to do some of those things. But
Bro, his shoulder got messed up, man. What you think about that? Before before that happened,
the injuries, right?
before that happened, was he doing okay?
He was, but not okay to win. Not enough to win. He was just doing okay, but he wasn't doing enough to win.
I'm gonna jump and because it reminds me in terms of like the parallel that you can draw to the UK card and the main event, right? Cash versus Welborn. To me, that's the same thing. Welborn was not in there to do something. He didn't have like the ambition. Like I didn't see someone that was trying to win. And when the end it came, I mean, I think he just said like, that's it. I'm calling it a day. And I won't be surprised if he also retires, right? So that similarity of people that have done the miles, have fought the hard fights, and are losing to young upcoming fighters, they just say, okay, I'm done now. Right? So, and that's respectable, man. Like, you don't want to be a punching bag for people, man. And, and
nah, look, your body tells you, man, when it's time to go. And I give credit to those guys who actually listen to their bodies, you know what I'm saying, and get out at the right time. There's always life after boxing, man, and you don't want to be going in there, like you say, going up against these young guns and just keep getting these knocks, man, if you don't have to. So, and luckily, in these day and age, like people are more, I'm not people, but boxers and fighters are more aware of finances and getting better opportunities to invest money so that they do have a future after. Real quick entry on a super chat says, from now on, only refer to Rolly as Roly Poly. Hashtag I knew he was a hype job.
Yeah, I mean, but look, he ain't no hype job. Marinez is good. That's what that is, Let's see what else Rolly does. My knock is give him the rematch, or like y'all said, make sure Marinez gets something right. You know what I mean? But moving on. Oh God, this dog want to play with her bone in here. It's about to get loud.
Well, it said Benavidez.
Well, yeah, Benavidez. Same fighter with or without the belt. I believe he was the same fighter. He looked good. I kind of got bored.
It got a little bit like that. Were we wrong for that?
We started watching simultaneously the Braekhus fight, but the thing is that the McCaskill, that was a significant fight, and then I feel like David didn't really provide the excitement that I wanted or expected. It went longer than expected, and I'm like, okay. Then I found myself giving him a pass, like, okay, it's because it's COVID, and he needs to get some rounds in, and he hasn't fought in a long time. But honestly, I was really inside of me saying, man, get this dude out of here so I could go watch the McCaskill fight.
Yeah, the McCaskill fight had my attention on the left side, bro.
Listen, that's what annoys me about this fight, because I couldn't find the full fights online today. So I saw the highlights, and I could tell that the fight was lacking the action or the excitement that we needed. But I can't comment too much on how the fight actually panned out, right? Because,
Angulo was on high guard mode most of the fight. Like most of the fight, he was high guard. He was taking a lot of shots on the guard, but eventually it just started just going up the middle with these uppercuts, man. And you already know what happened, man. The uppercuts is what was the key to me. Started bringing up the head and then hooking him. And then the speed, not for nothing. David Benavidez, man, for being, one of the bigger guys, because usually the smaller guys are the super quick ones. He got some hand speed on him. He got some hand speed. When he started scraping the guard, you could tell that Angulo was just taking damage that, he wasn't going to last. So they pulled him, man.
It's sad though, like what happened to him, like not coming in on weight, right? So that's disappointing. That's the main thing that I take away from that fight, right? So he was gonna win, if he was in there with someone that was supposed to outclass, which is what happened. But really, the problem is what happened with the weight. And from what I'm hearing, he actually refused to try to lose the weight.
Yeah, he refused, bro. They gave him 2 hours. But his father came on the show. His father came on the show Friday and let us know he just couldn't, bro. He said he didn't want to kill his son. He said they could just win him another title.
Damn, that's that confidence right there. Said we're going to win another title.
All right, real quick, let me get to some of these super chats, and then we'll wrap up that Showtime card. Looking like
Ryan
Bob
says,
Marley.
Mitty, where am I? At Manriquez robbed, and also Shannon.
You going to get to Bob Marley?
Nah, you got that one.
Where is he at? I think you're in Liverpool, man. I don't know, man. But I guess you're talking about the Pick'em League, and I think you're somewhere deep in the middle of the table, bro, to be honest. But it's all tight, right? I think, if I remember top of my head, I think you got 8 pick rights. So at some point, Ness is going to put the league tables on Patreon, so you'll be able to see that. So hopefully, I don't know, Ness, when you're trying to do that today, tomorrow, or
I got to understand it first. Remember, we didn't even finish the...
All right. So, we can go through it. Once I go through it with Ness properly...
Yeah, but it's just a screen share,
then we'll
right?
put it in there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you can just
take
screen
a photo
share
of it.
and you'll see it. But, yeah. And it's all tight. Everyone is within 1-2 points of each other.
Ryan, you ain't number 1 or number 2. That's all you need to know, man.
I think you're number 8, bro. But
That's it, man. You're not as good as you think. Me and Naj are better than you. Just know that.
He's got 8 points. Sorry, you're not number. You got 8 points in the Pro League. You're number 3 in position.
Yeah,
right? So,
even if you got 8 points, that's not more points than me. I got 11 points and Naja got 12 points. So that's all you need to know. And this is what Info Joe. Saludo, man. Thank you for giving me the ability to show that it's not just talk, that this is real ranking right here. This is years of knowledge. I'm going to be schooling. And I'm telling you, I'm going to say it again. I stood in a free one so that it's easy. So ain't nobody saying, oh, but Ness, you over there. I can't afford. Cool. That's why I'm right here with the people. 75 of us. And out of 75, Naja's 1 and I'm 2.
Yo, let me clarify to people.
Oh, yo, dude, what you about to do now? What
you about to clarify?
I'm just gonna say that there are a lot of people at number 2. People are tied at number 2.
Yo. But look, for context, Ryan ain't at number 2 though.
That's true.
So that's all that matters then. Yo, he said Ness cheating. Didn't he go 1 through 4 last week? No. Remember, last week, I was still good. Remember, I was the only one. There was one person that out of 10 fights, and 10 didn't happen, only 9 happened. One person got 9. Ness had 6. Stop. And I picked with my heart that week, and that's why I was like, no, Mitty, you didn't tell me we started.
Yo, make sure you pick on Patreon and don't end up like Doomy.
That's right.
I got I'm ranked. I got 1 point.
Doomy and Dennis. I'm sure Dennis don't got no points.
No, Dennis picks on Patreon. I think he's got 10 points in there.
Oh,
but,
wow.
Yeah, he did. He did, man.
10 points.
Dennis from Tampa has got 10
Yo,
points.
I thought I was going to be higher because I nailed the McCaskill. So I was like, there's not going to be people nail that one. But then...
there's 13 fights.
And I didn't pick with my heart with Marinez. I rooted for him, but I picked Rolly the same way I bet on the draw with Wilder and Fury. It's the brain. You got to know these things.
Let me tell you, there's some people, they like wasting time. I think his name is Jab left hook.
Yeah.
He's sitting at the bottom of the table with 0 point. That's because he put draw for every single fight. He picked draw for every single fight.
No way.
I was like,
he probably needs to challenge himself. So he said, I'm gonna give these guys a whole week ahead of me. And he guaranteed the loss for himself just to come out of the hole.
Yeah.
You imagine?
I just didn't understand. I looked at it. I said, what is he doing? Why?
I always look at the glass half full. I'm wondering, does he think he's that good that he needs to get himself out of a hole just to make it competitive for himself?
Hey, man. That's good.
But anyway, let me see. We got one last thing here. We did the Benavidez, roly-poly. We went to WBA. Kaufman retires. The rest of the card, that was the entire card because... Carlos Negron is the last thing that I want to let you know did not take place versus Johnny Rice. Rice was in Vegas. Shout out to Rice. But he was not, the fight didn't happen. It's got a P on BoxRec, so I'm assuming that's postponed. Moving to the DAZN card with Jessica McCaskill and Israel. Damn, I just watched it again to see could I remember this. They pronounced it totally different than you guys. It's like
Madrimov.
Madrimov.
They were not saying that, but whatever. I don't remember them saying it. Madrimov.
His fight was fire, actually. If you're looking for controversy and crazy referees, watch this fight. I don't know if you've seen it. Crazy.
It's that same...
Listen, he knocked out Eric Walker, knocked him out, like left hook from hell.
Oh, like, yeah. Put him down.
It wasn't a knockout. It wasn't a knockout.
What? My man stayed there on the canvas for 25 seconds.
He had to milk it. He had to milk it. That was the first intelligent boxer. You know how many boxers get... And my Mitty, I'm not saying it was a low blow, but what I mean is, during the low blow, the referee gives you 5 minutes, and they never take it. This guy took it. He sat on the ropes.
Bro, he took it because he didn't know where it was. He didn't know whether he was going to decide to continue or not. Yeah. It's after the 5 minutes, okay, let's fuck it, let's do it.
I hear you, man. Real quick, I got a super chat from Ryan O'Rourke who says, Ness, you pick Rolly, so rob the point me, Narbum? What the hell? Me, Narbum? Me, Narbum?
Yes, you picked Rolly, so rob the point.
Yeah, what's the rest? What's the rest?
I don't know.
Anyway,
point me the bum. The bum.
I don't know. But so yeah, my thing is this. I hear a lot of people, and I heard this guy like, oh, he was robbed of a knockout, and I get it. I really do. First off, let's not get caught up in that and first give credit to Eric Walker, who did way better than what I expected. And let me tell you, I had low expectations because you guys gassed Madrimov up. What is it?
Madrimov.
Madrimov up. Y'all gassed him. I thought I was about to see like Triple G. I swore I was.
I mean, that was his first stoppage.
But he showed limitation in that fight.
Super
Not limitation, but he showed like.
So Walker put hands on Madrimov, all right? Hands. Madrimov put hands on him. Him. Right hands, uppercuts, left hooks. He put hands on him. Listen, that kid, and this is beautiful for context. David Morrell did not get handled by the undefeated Lennox Allen that we actually knew. You know what I'm saying? Like Eric Walker, we know him because of the Contender, but Eric Walker doesn't have the not the skill, but like the resume of a Lennox Allen. Like Eric got it even harder than Lennox. Lennox has a hard upbringing. He don't got a good promoter, none of that. But Eric had it even rougher. He went to jail, learned in jail. He was doing 5-round fights with Contender. Like, he did way better than what I expected. I'm just saying that. Like, shout out to him.
I mean, he did really well, but that fight definitely showed me one thing about Madrimov is like he needs more time, and he was relying on his body work, like for the first 6 rounds.
Bro, he lucky.
He didn't just do anything else but throwing power shots to the body and looking for very strange angles and all that. Like when it worked, it was nice. But it was getting touched up, like Ness said. It was getting touched up.
Referee had the wrong angle on that knockdown.
Yeah,
I don't know. Man. You ever seen the Rocky Balboa versus Apollo?
No, but that wasn't a clean
he launches
knockdown.
himself at Apollo and knocks him out.
The sad thing is that the referee didn't want to. He wanted to save face, right? So he was just trying to justify himself in a weird way. But I mean, that's all right. It is what it is, man. It's hard to be in there, and yeah, man, like.
Yo,
it was just strange, man.
That wasn't a clean knockdown, though. Like,
what?
Listen,
that left hook hit.
Listen, and it did, but
and that's
the
why
shoulder,
he had trouble getting up.
But the shoulder and the
shoulder
foot.
didn't do nothing.
Excuse me.
Listen, he was on his way down. Like the
wants
shoulder,
to paint
the momentum.
Picture. Let him paint the picture.
I don't have to paint a picture. I don't have to paint a picture.
It was, but I mean, it's okay. Like,
I don't cut you guys off. Is all I'm saying. Can I get my fucking sentence out? All I'm saying is, if you watch the replay, you see the fist land on the face, you see the shoulder hit the midsection, and you see let me say this right, Madrimov's first left foot hit Eric Walker's foot, and then he falls. So. All I'm saying is that. Now, do I believe that Israel would have been able to land another punch if Walker didn't go down because Walker's back would have hit the turnbuckle and been in the corner and eventually get him down? Yes. But don't lie and say he knocked him out. No.
Let me tell you.
He didn't even put him cleanly down.
It's not lying. It's not lying.
Well, I'll find the replay. I'll find the replay.
Allow me to talk, right? If you watch the fight, when he's down and my man is just like trying to tell him, get up, not just like after the 5 minutes, like within the first 10 seconds, the guy didn't know where he was. That's when the referee realized, oh shit, I probably made a mistake. Even when he just got back to his feet after a good 25 seconds, he still wasn't stable and was shaky. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's what I'm saying, that the punch caused the damage and the damage was done.
You ain't got to tell me nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, the left hook landed with the velocity that Madrimov was coming in on with that left hook. Launched his left hook, it connected. He was already flying from the left hook as he tackled them into it, and his head didn't hit the back or anything like that when he fell. He fell on his elbows. But the shot is what kept him from coming up.
But it was after that.
Yeah, it was.
You just need to watch like when he hit down, when he.
It was a hard shot. Imagine me. It's called the gazelle punch. You know, I launch myself with all my weight and I land. You know, that's 100 and whatever pounds. You know, Madrimov is landing. Yeah, it was a good shot, man. It was actually a risky shot to throw, but he threw it. It reminded me when Julio Cesar Chavez, I think, launched himself and knocked out. I don't know if it was. I think he fought Roger Mayweather, RIP, but I don't think it was that. I got to go back, but it was. I remember seeing Chavez do something like that. You know, and a whole bunch of boxers have thrown that punch. Yeah. You just got to go back and look at it, man.
Yeah, but I mean that's definitely a wild shot to throw. It's
super
crazy.
wild.
Anyway, like, and to be honest, after that, also you can tell, like, you know, once it took the 5 minutes, like, it's very hard to recover from those type of shots. Actually, the more time you get, the harder it is for you to come back into the fight because the adrenaline just goes down, and then you just now start feeling the effects of the concussive blow that you received, right? Yeah. And after that, he took some severe punishment after that, right? So Madrimov was not in the fight, or was in a fight before that, but he wasn't doing that well. But after that incident, he cleaned out all the rounds after that, you know, and he could have stopped it, you know, but it was trying like mad. I thought the ref was going to jump in maybe in the last round or in the 11th round. But yeah, shout out to Eric Walker, man. He did his thing, man.
Yo, shout out to Ken Stone on the super chat. Says, "Gimme Walker versus Shane Mosley Jr. Contender alumni." Yeah, Shane Mosley, did he lose his last fight, or he didn't do too good, right? He didn't look too shine. He wasn't shining too much in his last performance.
To be honest, I don't even remember him fighting recently. But if you,
Yeah, he was on I forgot what card, but they would I don't know. I don't know what that fight will look like.
yeah, but I mean, once again, I don't know, like, robbing people of a knockout. I don't know, like, I won't call it robbing him of a knockout. Just like, hey, it's a bad decision, it's a bad call, and I mean, he did his thing, and he eventually got the win, but it was like a harder fight than he thought, right? And he looked tired, he looked hurt at one point, and I don't know, man. He needs. All I'm taking away from this, he needs more time. They need to slow down a bit the hype train on him, like so. Yo.
Yeah. I'm about to pull up the picture that y'all says doesn't exist.
The picture?
Yeah, this is from the video. I got the video as well, but I don't want to get flagged.
I'm not talking about a picture. I'm not disagreeing that the shoulder pushed or whatever. I'm just saying when it was down, he was knocked out when he was down. Like, he didn't have his senses. Like, he wasn't just like, yeah, okay, I'm cool. Let me get back up.
I mean, listen.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know that.
I know that because I heard him talk to the referee and say, "Where am I?" You know what I mean?
Listen. Again. Yeah, no. Look, laugh it off. But history.
No, I'm not laughing it off.
I deal with history.
I
deal with history. I can't go 50 years back, but I could go 10 years back. And neither one of you on this panel and no one that calls in can give me, without a benefit of the doubt, what Anthony Durrell had went through, and was he telling the truth at the moment that he was hit with an illegal blow by Arthur Abraham. There are many that believe that he milked that situation. So, allow me to finish, please, Mitty. So we don't know what Walker was doing. Was he milking the situation? He knew he got punched. He knew he was hurt.
Milking being on Bambi leg when you come back up on your feet? What are you talking about?
He got caught with another right hand immediately when he got back up. You forgot? So that would put you on Bambi legs.
No. When he got back up, there was no more punch. Let's not say things like that. He got down with the left hook. He was down. He got pushed with the shoulder.
You're misunderstanding.
There was no right hand after that.
No, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Okay, look, he got down with the left hook. The fight stopped. When it resumed, Israel...
He got hit by multiple right hands after that. He got...
When the fight resumed, Israel landed a big right hand, okay?
Not just one, multiple.
Okay, but there was one big one, not multiple big ones. When the fight resumed, as soon as it resumed, there's one highlighted big right hand. So, yeah, maybe he's on Bambi legs when the fight resumed.
Okay, it was milking it. Let's do it this way.
I'm just saying we don't know. I'm saying we don't know. But, for context again, there's the foot trip up. Here's the shoulder into his gut. It's clear as day.
That's cool.
Count
that
15 seconds, and you guys can see it on your end. But on YouTube, it is visible, right? Shoulder, foot trip up. You can actually see in this still shot, you can actually see Walker's foot, the ankle, twisted because of Israel's left foot. And then you obviously see the fucking shoulder in the gut. Okay, so no narratives. Yeah. Truth is still truth.
No narrative. True. Cool. That's cool. It was a rugby tackle and it wasn't knocked out. That's all good.
It was he got a lot of assistance there is all I'm saying. And Eric Walker did a lot better than a lot of people expected. And I'm happy with you and others saying, pump the brakes, stop the hype train. So we're on the same page. We can move to biggest win in the women's boxing this year, or maybe all of boxing this year. These are Mario's questions, but all right. I mean, I guess, right? Did anything more significant than this happen this year because of the pandemic? I'm a little bit, I don't know. Did any other big women's fight happen this year that could compete with this? It's gonna happen, or it would have happened. It would have happened with Serrano and Taylor.
not as big, not as big as this one for the significance, right? Like, we have Braekhus on there, and no one, at least resume wise, this year is on the level of Braekhus. So, and that was a great fight again. That was a really, really good fight. Very exciting. And yeah, man, women boxing, that's now probably 2 consecutive weekends that we talk about it and we impressed with those fights. And I'm hoping that we can talk about it like 3 weekends in a row, right? So I love what Jessica did. I thought that's what she was supposed to do. I was a bit disappointed with Braekhus, right? Because I thought that at times McCaskill was, she wasn't coming with variation. She was doing the same thing over and over and over again. When you do that for 10 rounds, you expect someone who is like a master boxer to just pick up on a pattern and be able to do something different. But she wasn't.
Stop her, couldn't stop.
Yeah, she was doing. She wasn't doing much of what she was supposed to do, and she tried a little bit. But man, I really like what McCaskill do. She's tough. She's got grit. She's got heart.
I don't like personally. I don't ever want to fight a McCaskill. I feel like I nailed it perfectly, but I guess because of Omar Figueroa's underachievements, people won't see the comparison, but I promise you she is the female version of Omar Figueroa. Those punches come from everywhere. She literally has her head down with her eyeballs to the canvas, but punches are still coming up at Braekhus' head. Like, she's got these weird angles, man, and
head to the chest, right?
It's difficult. It's frustrating. It's not traditional. You can't prepare for that octopus style of fighting that she's hitting you with.
No, I mean you can prepare. I don't know. Like, it's hard. It's very hard to be in the ring with like someone like that, because that person will just keep you honest every single time, make you work every single second of the round, put the pressure on you like no one before, and you got to be fit and you got to be technical to deal with someone like that. And at some point you have to hurt them to stop them from coming like that.
Yeah, no, you got to make them respect you a little bit.
Braekhus didn't do any of that.
Shout out to Javier Capetillo. He's on the super chat. What's up, champ? Says, Ness, look at his body language when he got caught with the hook. Yes, he does run into him as well, but right before that, you see his body stiff up when he gets caught with the hook. I think ref just didn't see it. Shout out to the champ. Hold on. Shout out to Javier Capetillo, champ. Gotta have the coach insight. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, respect, and he's right. The coach didn't see it, but the worst thing about it is the ref didn't see it. The worst thing about it is the ref realized after like a few seconds when he's trying to talk to dude.
He realized he messed up.
He realized that shit, that wasn't a push. My guy is gone, all right? And then he sticks to his nonsense. He sticks to his rubbish, trying to convince her that he didn't make a bad call. To be fair to him, I don't know what else he could have done. He said, oh shit, yeah, I made a bad call. Let's leave it. But, he could have, I don't know what he could have done. But anyway, that's a bad decision.
No, but like Javier said, look at the body language. You could tell, like, you're not going to roll over and look at the skies and try to block the light out of your eyes because you got tackled. It was the shot. That shot stiffed him up. And when he fell on the floor, you notice that his neck held up, thank God, and it didn't fall back. But he fell straight on his elbows, and he looked stiffed up.
Yeah, he looked stiff when he came back. Back to his feet.
Listen, he don't want to hear from y'all. He don't want to hear from y'all. That super chat was for me. All right? He want to hear from me. And listen, Coach Capetillo, I agree that my man was hit like a mojo. My only argument is nothing against what Mitty and Dumi saying. I'm just saying he did not go down from the punch. That's it. do me funny as hell. He didn't go down from the punch, y'all. He ain't go down from the punch.
It was the wind behind the punch.
Well, no, it was the punch, then the shoulder, and the trip. Like, that's all I'm saying.
And if anything, if he didn't go down for the punch, then thank God that he got tackled because, if he didn't go down and somehow he laid on the rope, the shot that was coming next was going to be like, concussive and crazy.
And that's all I'm saying.
Thank God for that.
That's all I'm saying. That it's like, yo, I'm not denying if that man hits the turnbuckle that Israel's there to hit him with a few more shots, but he went down because of all that other funny business that took place, trips and tackles.
But just hitting the rewind back to McCaskill, bro. Again, man, I thought Braekhus was going to be able to keep her at the end of the punches, and somehow
I honestly ain't even think she was going to get it, bro.
Bro, she was cutting the distance on Braekhus. Cutting the distance and smothering Braekhus' jabs. And then every now and then you'd see like Braekhus, lean on her and go over the top with some body shots. But lo and behold, McCaskill with the chopping hands.
Yo.
Head to the chest and just chopping. Yo, at the end of the fight,
about
you look at Braekhus' face and it's like, it looks
horrible.
So beat.
Her face was so red and bruised up. But yo, how about Braekhus not even like complaining? I don't know if she did anything after she left out the ring, because she did leave the ring, but like she clapped, she shook everyone's hand except Jessica's, then left. So
they had shaken hand before. She's classy though. Like both of them were classy and respectful of each other, right? So,
I think she was sad. You know what I'm saying? That
of course.
She was looking to break. Joe loses.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think she was like she shook everybody's hand. Like Mitty said, I remember being on the live chat and saying this yesterday. I didn't see her shake.
Me neither. We were live.
She did. Maybe not right after the decision, but they shook hands like multiple times, like right after the
fight.
After the bell and all that. Trust me, they embraced each other. I just watched that fight, So.
Okay.
And
so
you're right. They probably embraced each other. I'm gonna have to go back and see it.
So that's what I wanted to highlight. That she didn't even complain. She didn't think it was tight. So she doesn't think it was a robbery. And that's good for McCaskill, because I voted on that one, even on the league, the fantasy betting, why do I call it betting? Fantasy picking league, the pick'em league that we got. I even put her, but I was nervous because I thought that the powers that be, she's a Lou DiBella fighter, guys. She's not Matchroom.
And listen, her style of fighting also, whilst it's very hard to be in a ring with someone like her, is not attractive to the judges. So you're right. Like the judges could have easily, if they want to find an argument to score for the better boxer, any day of the week, they could have just said, Braekhus did the cleaner work and all those things. The problem is like Braekhus just didn't do enough of that clean work. And the judges were honest enough to recognize that the pressure did all the work. And, they eventually gave her that decision. I think that was the decision.
Luis Rivera on the super chat says second ref for replay 2, fix those easy problems. Okay, so we'll have a second ref for the replays?
No, you know what? That's something we got to talk about. Something we got to talk about is why don't we get, like if we would have gotten instant replay like we had it in the Charlie Edwards fight and we just had it in the bubble Top Rank fight, Israel would have gotten the knockout.
He's right. So maybe he's answering what I was saying. I was saying that, I don't know what else the ref could have done. Because to be honest, a lot of criticism will come towards the ref. But it's not easy to be in that situation where you have to make an instant decision. You make that decision, and then you have to live by that decision. So instead of just saying, let me go to the second ref, like the suggestion is being made now, he was trying to defend his his argument, right? And although he realized that it was probably wrong.
Yeah, but we just need to universally implement instant replay, and that would solve everything.
I agree. That's the argument, and that's what the super chat is saying.
This is the perfect fight for that. And
Ryan O'Rourke says boots should be called sandals. He got nothing to make it to the top. Buckley, give him a test.
Damn, he just pissing off Intrigue, I think. Yo, Damn, you should know me. You killed me, bro. You wildin'. All right. Well, congratulations to Jessica McCaskill.
Yeah, hey, you need to bring her back.
Multi-division champion, current multiple division champ. Yo, I wonder if they don't try to make her the A-side in the Katie Taylor rematch. Before we move on, as a UK guy, is she the A-side in the Katie Taylor rematch?
I don't know. I mean, like with the belt, like maybe, and but
automatic is the one.
You know, people like to talk about like, hey, you know what you bring to the table, blah blah blah.
She be
wait. She's bringing
belts.
She's bringing
for sure.
multiple division belts currently. Like Katie
is a
multiple.
Listen.
Katie's a multiple time champion, but she moved up and vacated. She's still reigning champion in 2 divisions.
I agree.
See the A-side.
I agree, but like you know that the A side is not always being talked about as of like accomplishment, right? They're going to talk about who's bringing the money, blah blah blah. So that's going to be the argument, right? So,
yo, Luis Rivera on the super chat says Jessica's swimming style let her reach land.
Yo, that's right. The swimming style, yo, bro. But let me tell you, the thing is this, bro. She worked for real because think about her traps and her shoulders. Like she prepared for that fight that way. Her back was fantastic looking, phenomenal. Bro, yo, she put it down.
The problem, like, listen, I see her losing to people who throw nice straight shots
down the middle,
the angle.
Whoever's coming down the middle,
as someone who knows how to throw an uppercut, 100% will catch her.
Yes,
and I mean she'll lose to superior boxers. I don't know if she'll lose to superior boxers.
So what you mean? Braekhus wasn't superior?
No. She didn't show it. She didn't show it yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, Braekhus couldn't do what the necessary to nullify. Like he said, she never really shot the uppercut. But Jessica, I don't think Katie has what it takes to beat Jessica, right? Like, I said that wrong because she obviously beat her. I just feel like it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna take somebody to come down the middle, more like a Vitaly Klitschko or George Foreman style, 1-2, straight down, Deontay Wilder straight down the pipe. Versus a person that's going outside with hooks with McCaskill. I think McCaskill will always win. Because in that Taylor fight, I don't think she won that. I don't think Taylor won the McCaskill fight. You know what I mean? And McCaskill doesn't think Taylor won that fight. So now going into the second fight, maybe the judges are a little more on an even playing field because they're both recognized world champions in multiple divisions, and they don't treat her like an underdog like they did in the first fight because she was just some girl coming out of Chicago nobody knew, but she's made her mark since then, and she's made it like very loudly. But I agree with you, man. I hate to reiterate, but yeah, down the pipe.
Shout out to the neutral corner. Says Doomie so upset there was a cheat upset decision. What you talking about, Champy?
Yo,
they talking about the roly-poly?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Intrigue the Incredible says, I will take all bets if Fraud ever fights Boots. But we know he only gets his opponents from the Home Depot trash bin.
Yo, now we know that Intrigue is really Jared Lloyd.
Boots will make Bud have a real meaning because he will get smoked. Emoji with the smoke coming out the nose 3 times.
We got Bo and Bama that says, pay my TBV tides after I receive my winnings. This is for the 2 counterpunches for Brandon from Ohio whenever he ready. So you got 2 counterpunches, Brandon, from Bo and Bama. Yo, Bo did win massive money too. Yo, Bo, matter of fact, Betting Show is back on Friday, man, because between Bo, Kels, Mario, and a few others, Ryan, DBX, I think we could come up with some pretty good parlays to make some money. So we're going to bring this betting show back on Friday. Me and Doomy was talking about it all morning. And, we're going to do that.
Yo, what did you make of, like, white chocolate, because there is another one that
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
get to
I
see
mean,
it.
he disappointed me.
I didn't get
yesterday.
to see it, man. That card was on simultaneous. So
what was disappointing to you though, Coach? Like what what
Well,
exactly?
listen, the first 3 rounds, like he got touched up a lot. The other guy I'd never heard of.
He's a vet.
was,
He's one of those guys you talk about,
yeah,
Chad.
was it Williams or something? He came out like
Yeah,
fast.
Jarvis.
Yeah, he came out fast and he hits like Nikita with like a lot of good power punches, right?
And Nikita hit him with some good punches.
Yeah, I mean
He couldn't put him away.
Nikita found his rhythm from midway through the third round. But the first 2 rounds, I don't think he understood that this guy was there to give him a fight. And
So, he didn't want to make excuses at the end.
He didn't. But those were like, that's good experience to be in there with someone like that, not make excuses, but definitely he needs definitely to go back to the drawing board, take a bit more time, and get moved up like the way he's getting moved up, not too quickly, right? So don't get too much ahead of yourself, because that dude gave him like some good work.
Some good work, work, and it wasn't like he was beating him up, but he posed threats, and he couldn't even but he couldn't finish him, and that's what people were kind of used to seeing with him. I think he's gone the distance, I think twice, and he doesn't have that many fights to begin with, but. What I'm trying to say is that at the end, when he was talking and, doing the interviews, he didn't want to make an excuse, but he did say that, there was things going on behind the scenes and, pandemic and everything going on too. Who knows what these fighters go through.
And that TV presenter is disrespectful, man. The guy said, I had things going on. He said, what do you mean you had things going on?
Yo, my man is pushing.
I was like,
he went reporter mode, and my boy was looking at him like, yo, champ.
Real quick, we got Boxing Expert on with a super chat who says, crawfish will make boots piss blood. Relax. But, guys, I think you're being way too hard on Nikita Ababi. Remember, he's like 5-6-0, something like that. These are just... you're not gonna knock out everybody, so you know what I mean. That's good rounds to get in.
I thought
that's what we're saying. That we're saying that's experience, that's good, but it needs to be careful with development and have more of people like that instead of just going too quickly, right?
The thing with this one is maybe we need to check his temperament, because Jarvis got under his skin at the weigh-ins. He was talking like, yo, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. This is the first time.
Mental game.
Exactly. So this is the first time that a fighter comes in not knowing they're going to lose versus Abi. So he's got to also learn to deal with, with that. And it's all new right now. It's all new. That's one of my dudes. Listen, he's got to be a world champ in the future. We'll see if along the way
he'll get bigger too.
I understand now. Okay, cool.
Nah, he's gonna get bigger, bro.
Listen, Mitty.
My guy said that's one of my dude. You should have started like that.
No, Mitty, listen to this.
That's all good.
Yeah, but just for context.
Hey, I respect that, man.
No, but is this broke? Just for context. Just for context, Mitty. Remember that you seen what's this guy's name? Chris Congo spar, right? That's what you said?
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, so when you see
I got to see this dude spar Daniel Jacobs when he was like 16, 17.
Cool.
So,
and that's what it is.
When they was amateurs.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that, hey, we see people doing certain things in the gym and we say, wow, okay, those are talented people. And that's why he got signed, right? That's why he got signed, because of what he's showing. But like, the experience that he got is invaluable and will help him in the future, but just give him some more of that, because he didn't pass like with flying colors to just say, okay, you know what? It's time to move you away from those guys. No, give him some more of those guys, at least 3 or 4 more of those guys.
I see what you're saying.
Bruce
Trampler. You're saying the performance granted him to staying with the same type of level and make sure that he could finish
Was it not a
guys.
convincing win? Was it not convincing to you?
It was close, man. It was close. Like, it was a 6-rounder, right?
It was
And I'm
6
telling you,
rounds.
like the
It was
first three
close.
rounds
It was
were
closer
going
than
towards Williams, right? So, so yeah, man.
Well, I
Shit,
mean, that's totally different. If you think it was close, I mean, wasn't close. I mean, if you think it was close and wasn't,
But that's
and he
okay. You
wasn't
told me you didn't
dominant.
watch the fight, right? So
No, I told you I didn't watch it.
Ken Stone on the
We were
super chat
live. We were
says,
doing another live
from
on
St.
Showtime.
Louis, 3 boxing emojis stand up. Shout out to Ken Stone, champ. Look.
All right, let's keep it moving though, guys. We did the McCaskill upset Braekhus. You never answered. It's not the biggest win. I guess it is the biggest win in boxing thus far. Women's boxing this year, because he was very specific about the
this year,
this year.
Absolutely.
Stoppage.
It's a significance. I think that
that's a significance.
wins it over for me. Like, seeing her like this, like with all those belts, it was just like, man, damn, a girl. Her story is a movie, bro.
So the next topic is Thurman and the reports that he may possibly come back as early as December or January, and now they're saying Brook is a potential opponent. I don't know how.
What?
Exactly. I don't know how real this is, but I have the same feelings that I have for Brook versus Crawford that I do for Thurman versus Brook. Thurman slightly different. Obviously, Crawford is a champion, not coming off a loss. You know what I mean? So this is actually the fight that Brook needs to prove that he's a real welterweight before he gets a welterweight shot at a Crawford. But again, Brook isn't a welterweight, man. Like, is he gonna make that weight, man? Like,
hey, if he signs the fight at this weight, then that's his problem to make that weight. But I agree that.
But Mitty, is it his problem, or is he just getting a payday?
Wait. I agree that this is. I'd rather see Brook and Thurman than Brook versus Crawford, for the reason that you mentioned. Like, so Thurman is coming off a loss. Brook, is supposed to lose convincingly against Crawford, and it's, at least both of them get more credit for fighting each other than Brook going against Crawford. And
I can
remember,
see the logic in that.
This is a fight that should have happened a long time ago.
Years ago, 2014.
When Brook was a champion, Thurman was chasing after him, right? So.
Oh, so your boy was running? He was ducking?
I don't know if he was ducking, but I think he was just trying to get the.
Yeah, Coach Mitty, you just
fights
took bottom rib shit, Coach. What happened, dude?
I don't know what's happening, man. I'm just like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get some water, brother.
I need to get some tea, bro.
Yeah, man. Start worrying us now, champ. Intrigue, man. Had it up, man. Intrigue.
Let me get you the quotes. Before that, we got some quotes just for context. Thurman says, just waiting for some of these fights. I'm looking at December or January. I talked to my team, and they're looking in January because no one is locked in for January. It makes it easy to fight twice in 1 year. Who knows what we'll do? Maybe we'll spread out the gapes or squeeze in 3. I guess he meant gaps. Squeeze in the 3 in 1 year. I don't know. It depends on what kind of opponent they throw at me at the end of this year and the start of next year. I've heard rumors of Kell Brook wanting to fight me, said Thurman. So that's it. He's heard rumors of Kell Brook wanting to fight him.
Squeezing the 3 in 1 year. Like, I don't know. Like, it's I don't know. 3 fights in 1 year for
chasing
him,
that paper.
I don't know, man. Like, he hasn't fought like that at that type of frequency in a long time, right? So.
And I'm with you, Mitty. Anytime a fighter says he's gonna fight 3 times in 1 year, they usually don't.
I mean, he's gonna be facing guys at Brook's level for that whole year, or he plans on facing guys like Spence and Earl down the line.
Nah,
you know,
man. You heard him. It says depends what they throw at him at the end of this year. So they gonna throw him a live ball in December. It looks like. You know.
I mean, you know what? With Mitty's logic, I think that does make sense. You know, him and I'd rather see Brook and Thurman than Brook and Crawford. I was shunning that fight, right? But you know, Thurman being another fighter with a broken wing.
They need each other. They need
need each other. There you go.
Two broken birds, and can we get one fighting bird to come out of there? You know what I'm saying?
Dude. Let's see if one of the Gallos and shit makes it out of the match. Intrigue the Incredible says, it's funny when I type ball sucker Brandon in on Skype, it pops up with Brandon Maurice picture. Triple laughing emoji.
What the hell?
Skype even knows if it's dealing with bud tenders.
Yo, terrible. They coming at each other.
Yo, so
Mitty?
did we? Was that about was that the topic before the UK cards, or
what?
we going to the UK card like this one, like the Thurman topic?
Yeah, that was before. That was before. Then we got quick hits.
Quick hits, yeah.
Frampton wins and sets the stage for Jamel Herring. Herring takes to his social media, or I guess to Top Rank, and they had him, basically looking at the highlights and stuff, and he's ready. They're ready. For Herring, it'll be the biggest fight of his career. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the odds would be. I don't know who the favorite would be. But me looking at boxing for all these years, Frampton is on his way out. He's moved up a few divisions. He was at his best in I think 22s. And Herring is having a second life to his career, and he's the naturally bigger man. So he should get the win. The thing is, can he get it, and how good would he look? You know what I mean? Because
so you got 30 seconds on this?
Let me just finish. I thought McCleary would win, and he beat the crap out of McCleary. Is that how I'm saying his name right?
Yeah. It's like he just took him like body shot after body shot. But before we even go into this, right? Did you see the fight this weekend and how I never seen dude like
bro, he walked off. He walked.
The ref,
he did a Curtis Hart.
Hey, but bro, did you see like just before that, like he took like a combination to a right hook and left hook to the body. The noise that he made, it was like the whole all of his life went out.
I thought there was a giant drum, like
dude,
beat, bro.
I don't know how he got up from this one, but then when he took the last one,
that's what happened.
He didn't even go down. He told the ref, "Nah."
He got hit so hard. The man literally smiled and said, "Man, fudge this shit."
Hey, listen, I hadn't seen that in a long time, man.
That was instant. Like, yo, bro, I submit, man. There's no more. No more of this going on.
Crazy.
It was crazy. Some people were upset.
I mean, if they're upset, they never took a body shot like the dude took just before, right?
I mean, I've seen Gennady put guys down with agony, like,
Wasn't he moving up for this fight?
I mean, he fought like two-way class up. Like, it's not like he was moving up deliberately. Like, he got like a last-minute opponent like the week before the fight, right? On last Sunday. So, dude could only make like 135, I think. So, and so Frampton didn't have to cut any type of weight. It was just, okay, cool, let's do it at 135, right? So yeah, no, it wasn't deliberate. It's just, that's all he had.
Luis Rivera on the Super Chat says the best sparrings are the ones that happen closed doors. Yeah, I mean, we've seen some pretty good sparring matches behind closed doors, man. Especially traveling with Ness, man. See some crazy sparring sessions. Some sparring sessions be more entertaining than fights, I'll tell you that much.
The best sparring is when they tell you before you start, no filming. Put the camera down, right?
That
so
ain't
you
the
know
best
that
sparring.
you know that it's about to go
some
down.
Good work. Some
It's
good
not
work.
the best sparring. That's nervous people. That's all that is.
Oh, damn, look at Rambo.
He's scared, y'all. He's scared.
I mean, I've been in mad gyms, man, in mad gyms, elite level gyms, amateur gyms, gyms in different states, and gyms in different countries. Camera on or off, it's gonna go down. You know what I mean? It's gonna go down because there are people like Sean George is a trainer of Zhao Zhang, the 7-foot heavyweight or whatever. They always record because he needs to go back and tell this dude that speaks another language. They got to work on things. So
what you did, but it's not about the trainers though. Like the trainers can record, and those are the ones that will keep their stuff. Like two trainers that respect each other. So, but you or people like I've been in gyms when there's two elite guys about to spar. They will tell you either you get out, this is now like a private time, no recording. You give me your phone. They will have their own recording, no problem.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's just theirs. It's just theirs.
No, but I needed you to clarify that because absolutely, and you'll get to a gym and it'll be like Thurman's about to spar Kendall Holt. So then, what's his name? Birmingham will be like, yo, if you haven't already been authorized, you know that you cannot take out your phone, you cannot record. And the same thing with Wilder's gym, like, no recording, no pictures unless otherwise authorized. Mm-hmm. And you already know if you got your authorization. So that's what I'm saying. When you said, the best sparring is the no record, I'm like, well, not necessarily just because of that technicality. Like, recording is always happening.
No recording for people who are not part of the team. So us like coming in different. There. So that's normal, right? So
yeah, that's totally different. And that never happens. Like, rarely can you go to a gym and just record two people sparring. Like, I mean, I guess I'm just respectful. Because I never, even when I don't, like, even if you're an amateur, I ask the coach, like, yo, is it okay to record your guy?
Yeah, it's like gym etiquette.
And maybe because I already got so many years doing this. But
some gyms you can record, like, but it is gym etiquette. You should not be recording sparring. And in fact, you shouldn't really go out publicly talking about the sparring that you've seen. That's like the code, right? So
yeah,
you
the
should
unwritten
know
rule.
Sparring, just leave it. Right?
It's the brotherhood of the glove.
Yeah,
real quick,
I mean, you can tell your brothers and sisters and all that, but you don't go on a public radio or whatever in the media and say, "Hey, I've seen that. Trust me."
Intrigue the Incredible on the super chat says, "Nah, Thurman said he would take Brook away from Bud if Bud refused to fight him." Oh, I guess what you think Crawford is refusing
I don't
to
know
fight
why
Brook?
Thurman. I don't know why Thurman is saying that like that, because I don't want Crawford to take Brook.
Yeah, none of us. Well,
Thurman better off fighting Brook so that we could get a worthy Crawford opponent. Why do I say that? Because Top Rank has already said they don't want to send Thurman an offer coming off a loss. He said he brings nothing. So why do I say that? Because I already feel Kell Brook brings nothing until he proves he's a welterweight. So together they need each other. But let's move on and stay on to this UK card. You don't want to bring up your Felix Cash and your Archies and your Zelfa Barretts?
Yeah, I mean, like, so I can bring it into the two different cards, right? Because there was two different cards. Like on Friday, there was like the Matchroom fight camp, and that's when Felix Cash and Jason Welborn headline. I told you already what I felt, right? So I don't think that Welborn was was in there with much ambition, right? It was there to give like Cash a little bit of experience. True that Cash was faster, stronger, and did a job on him, but I didn't see anything in Welborn that told me, I want to be there and I want to win. And to be honest, that's the first fight in the whole of the fight camp where I see that there was that kind of like mismatch where, one of the fighters was not there to win, right? And was just there to, play his part, right? So, and I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on Welborn, but that's where he stands in his career. I think it's towards the end of it. And either he's doing it for a payday or, it's probably going to be the end of like Welborn soon. On the undercard though, like Zelfa Barrett, like that's the guy that I was just like telling you want to watch him. and it wasn't a hard fight, a much harder fight than anticipated. He just like he's supposed to be the slicker fighter, and he was in there against like an old vet called like Eric Donovan that gave him some good work, but he found the left hook from hell to just put this guy down. Like I mean, he put him down like I believe 2 times before, but then the finishing one, it just put him to sleep. Like Joe Joyce did, just I'm gonna put you to sleep, boom, and it was good, man. So, and
the just so I'm clear on the guys, right? The guy who had KC on his shorts, that who was that the earlier card? Maybe.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see
white shorts and blue.
Yeah, well, he was fighting Nav. It was one of the earlier fights, man. I'm just trying to get because I don't know none of these guys, coach. So I'm just trying to see who was who.
Which card was that on Friday?
Yeah. It was with the Felix Cash and Jason Welborn card. It was a guy that I was seeing like pummel the other guy, man. I'll get you the name.
Early on, early fights, like
one of the earlier fights.
Yeah, the first fight on the card, like, and it was like kind of like just like one-sided beating towards like the end of it, right? Where
he was just beating the other guy pretty good, man. It was I think it was Kieran Conway. That's who it was.
Oh, Kieran Conway. Yeah, so Kieran Conway.
I really liked that style and the way he was fighting, man. Are you familiar with that guy?
Yeah, Kieran Conway is a good fighter. He's a good fighter who fought actually to a draw against Ted Cheeseman. Right?
Oh, Ted Cheeseman?
So he fought to a draw against Ted Cheeseman, I want to say last year at some point. And he's a
that must have been one hell of a fight, man, because this guy's
it's controversial. Like, a lot of people were saying that Conway should have won that fight, but he was given an opportunity at the time, right? So, yeah.
I the last one, the breakfast card, the Ted Cheeseman Egginton card, one of the guys that stood out was Dalton, and this guy for me in this card, I was interested in.
Kieran Conway. So yeah, I think it's like based on this, he's setting himself up like to fight again, like rematch with the likes of like the Ted Cheeseman. You're gonna have like Anthony Fowler fights available to him. So yeah,
and honestly, I can't even not talk about the girls fighting, man. Like those girls were more entertaining than a lot of the fights.
Shannon Courtney against Rachel Ball. So that's we had like an upset.
Wow.
So Shannon Courtney, she's being like pushed, right? So and actually she had a style similar to McCaskill, right? She just comes in.
But let me tell you something. She was way more like
she's more technical.
Yeah, man, bro. The technical work that I saw from both these ladies, man. Champ, I was impressed, champ.
Bro, she got dropped.
Super dropped. Like, that's when you get caught in between punches.
That hook, like, and she did well to come back. To be honest, like I thought that
she got overzealous.
She got overzealous in the first round. She got dropped. Then she had to come back and try to do like something. So to me, she lost the first 2 rounds, but then 3, 4, and 5, she came back and did her thing, and then Rachel came back again.
Rachel got that fight at the end.
Exactly, like the last 2 rounds she put the pressure, right? So, but shout out to the rare few that picked Rachel for the upset. So I think like you had like Real Niger chick who picked Rachel. Carlitos, I think, pick Rachel. That wasn't an easy pick.
I'm interested in seeing both those girls fight again. What weight division was that, man?
I think they're bantamweight.
I gotta go back and watch it because I told you on Thursday, I was invested in Shannon, and now you guys telling me she lost.
Bro, you're gonna be impressed. That fight was good, bro.
So like, who's this other girl?
Good. What's her name? Shannon. Shannon
Courtney is the favorite, but who's Rachel?
Rachel Ball was her opponent, like so she wasn't meant to win, but she came in and upset.
She looked like she was the A side. Her gear was fly.
She wasn't.
Oh, she came in there looking
Yeah.
fine.
She
I
wasn't,
love
but
it.
like, listen, in terms of like fighting and pedigree and also things like that, I told you like she comes from like a fighting background. Kickboxing is different, I know, but she has that fighting spirit, and she was a world champion in that discipline. So a little bit of like,
Oh.
what's my guy, the American guy, New Yorker,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
fought
Big Baby. Big
Pacquiao.
Baby.
No,
Oh, okay.
Pacquiao,
Because Big Baby
Pacquiao,
was a
and
case.
Can. He does like the cooking show now. Oh. Why
Wait,
am I forgetting his name? Like,
he's a boxer?
yeah, he won against Provodnikov. He had like a fight with Pacquiao. He
Oh, you
had
talking
a
about
Bradley,
fight
man.
Chris
Tim
Algieri?
Bradley.
Chris Algieri.
Oh,
Chris
Chris
Algieri.
Algieri.
Exactly. So Chris
Yeah,
Algieri
cooking
is like,
show, yeah.
yeah, kickboxer and background and all this, but then reconverted into boxing. And those who have the skills, man. So she did her thing, right? And the thing is, it's crazy, man. She's a social worker, by day, man. So
Who?
Rachel, like, so
Rachel?
we keep loving of people having like
Oh, that's
profession,
what's
and
up,
like
man.
Ibe is like an insurance seller. She's a social worker, and
That's what's
uh,
up, man. She does
the
some
Yeah,
people
but
she
it's
worked with,
different. It's man.
they didn't even know she was fighting this weekend. They
Listen.
didn't know.
Let me interject here and just say it's slightly different than I bet. Women's boxing has less
Yeah,
depth, so those women unfortunately must have a job
I
because
get it, but
boxing
not all
doesn't
of
do
them.
it for
Like
them.
Shannon Courtney doesn't have a job. Casey Taylor doesn't have a job. A few of them. It depends on
No,
who you are and
no,
how you get
please,
pushed. But I
please,
get what you're saying,
champion,
though.
champion, please mention some more. And now try mentioning in America. We all know it's totally different in the UK. And just let me finish my sentence. In the UK, you guys come out as 5-0 dudes with sponsorships. It's boxing is totally different. Like normal pubs would sponsor a local kid because they've watched them grow and that pub owner goes to the fights. It doesn't happen that way over here.
My
So
brother, do you remember the guy who fought on the bill in Dallas when we were there? When we were in Dallas, and at the last border wars, um, there was like an English kid that fought Martinez like in the main event, right? He stacked shelves at Tesco, like, which is equivalent of Walmart, right? So like, talking to me about people who get sponsorship as they come out the door, that's a myth, right? Let's not just say a story like this, right? So people who
what do
get
you
pushed, there's few people that get pushed, right? But not everyone just walks out and get like a sponsorship and just go out there and can afford to do that. You have a lot of people that hold like a secondary job, right? So, man, and you have to shout out to those people. They do their thing, man. So
in men's boxing?
in men's boxing at world championship level.
Nah, not
Eh?
on this side of the pond.
Exactly. So don't say that on our side of the point we get
You know.
sponsorship. I'm just trying to tell you, right?
From what I see,
Yeah.
and what the shorts say, and the boxing I've been watching, you're gonna tell me that James DeGale didn't have sponsorships when he was 10-0?
James the girls for sure.
What
Like, and
about
again,
George
let me tell you,
Groves, where he didn't have sponsorships?
let me tell you how it works. Yeah, you tell me today, right, that I'll get a fight on TV in 3 months' time. I'm gonna raise sponsorship for those 3 months only. My shows will be lit. Everything you'll see me walking out, will be
Litty.
good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, I'm still gonna go to work, right? And once my fight is done, if I didn't win that fight, I'm out. I'm back there, and my sponsorship is done. That's normal, right? TV exposure, what you get sold, but there's
Listen,
not like that machine that you think behind it, right? So
All right, real
listen,
quick on the
listen.
super
It's
chat,
not for me.
Intrigue says if Thurman fights Brook, Crawford fights another no-name brand trash can. That's what Thurman's saying because all the top tied up right now. Chee.
yo. All right, so that was the matchroom card, and then you had the
What happened to Barrett? I thought your man's
hey, he won. He won by stoppage, man. Big knockout, man. Big
you ain't
knockout.
think he
But
was
it
in
was
trouble?
he was in trouble. He was in trouble. He was under pressure.
Shots.
He was taking shots, and he wasn't as slick as we know he could be. And he was harsh on himself after also, right? A bit like everyone, like Ababi, right? Saying, you know what, that's not my good person. And Eddie had to come and rescue him and say, listen, you didn't have a good night and you found a knockout. Stop saying those things. And he gave him like a pep talk right there online in front of everyone.
Save this fighter from further PR damage.
Yeah, I mean, he just hyped it up even more. Just say, you know what, that kid, he can do bigger thing if he just, keeps believing in himself, right? So that was that, and so moving on very quickly on the Frank Warren card. So we already spoken about the Frampton, Michael Conlan also. Michael Conlan against the French dude, Sofiane Takouche.
Yeah, Takouche. We didn't say too much about it.
He took his time. Like, so Conlan just like went body shot happy, and he went south like quite a few times. He was like very close to getting disqualified. They took 2 points away from him, but eventually he got the knockout. So once again, right, this is like a fight that he was supposed to win. A lot of people wanted him to knock Takouche out, like, much earlier than the 9th round. So it's probably going to get criticism, right? People saying, hey, you think you're going to get big fights and you're not ready for the big time. But like he said in an interview, I don't give a fuck what they think about me. I'm ready to fight anyone, So
yeah,
that's what he said after the fight, right? So
yeah, man, he even apologized on BT Sports because cursed and stuff. But yeah, I like the kid. He's always been a guy who's fired up, real passionate about what he does. Yeah, passionate about what he does, and he took care of business, man. Tashu wasn't gonna really, do too much. All due respect to your Frenchman, champ.
And the last one was Archie Sharp, right? So Archie Sharp again calling out Shakur Stevenson, Frampton, all those things, but he had like a terrible fight, man. Terrible fight. And
call him Archie needs the grindstone sharp.
Yeah, but again, like, he was honest in his post-fight interview, and he said, like, if it was Shakur Stevenson. If it was Shakur Stevenson in the ring today, I would have lost. And so, yeah.
Oh, wow, he said that.
Yeah, he said that. He said if it was Stevenson, if it was like Frampton, like, let's be honest, I didn't do anything worthy of getting those guys in my next fight. I need to go back to a drawing board and just, like, put that right? So at least he was, like, very honest in that way. So
at least he got the W, huh?
Yeah, man. Again, that's what it is. Like, you get the W whilst looking bad, that's all you can hope for and be happy and just, like, live your career, like, back on track, right?
Yeah,
so,
unlike the Phoenix.
Like Rolly? You talking about like Rolly, champ?
Yeah. That's it.
Look, and that will...
I thought you was asleep, my brother.
Call them sleepy time. And I think that about wraps it up on the bullets.
Yeah,
but
man, gotta get to these callers.
Let's go to the callers, the voice of the people.
Ultra Combo!
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
All right, we're going out to Mr. PBC in Seattle, Washington.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good?
What up?
Man, my YouTube yesterday was crazy with Rolly. Like, I don't know, someone must have pushed the upload to represent him, or it's because I follow so many YouTubers. I didn't even know about him till yesterday. But the fight, I felt like Rolly lost. He was acting like he was somebody because he's with Floyd. I watched the female boxing match too. I can't remember her name. That's sad that she lost. I watched the Daniel Cormier. That was crazy. David Benavidez was light work, and that's my call.
All right, champ. Like how you try to slide that in there.
Who was he talking about?
Cormier from MMA, man. For everybody that listen to Do Me and pick Stipe, you're welcome. Yo, real quick, Intrigue the Incredible on the super chat says, sounds like Mitty got some ball sniffer posters too, with all the UK fighters on it. Basketball emoji, nose emoji, laughing my ass off emoji.
Let me get to Bruce in Chicago. What up?
Okay.
Yo.
What up?
Is it my call?
It is.
Oh shit, my bad. Okay, cool. No, but okay. First thing I'm gonna say is with the Eric Walker.
Can you turn the TV down, please, sir? And is it Bruce? Because we got you down as Bruce. If you're not Bruce, I want to get that correct.
Yeah, it's Bruce. You good?
All right.
No, but with the Eric Walker fight, the dude was dirty the whole time. The ref was giving him warnings, but he didn't take no points or none of that to the end. But dude was dirty the whole time. They bringing these Europeans over, but this is the problem, right? They got all the amateur experience, but in the United States, we grow up in these gyms with old veteran pros, ex-world champions and shit like that. That's why guys like Eric Walker was able to do to him what he was able to do to him, and they rushing that kid and they go get him clipped. He can't fight for those title next. Charlie will kill that man. That's my call.
All right, Bruce, Chicago, thanks for calling in. We're going out to New Jersey zone.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
TBV, what's good, fellas?
Champ, what it do?
Bless.
Yo, I like to get my kudos for calling that upset. I don't know how many of y'all had it, but I definitely had McCaskill with the upset yesterday, so hats off to me. I'm feeling froggy.
Did you pick it on the team?
Yep, I damn sure did.
Because I did too. And Mitty.
Now, I'm curious to see if I picked Rachel Borg. That Rachel Borg fight to me was really, really, really good. She has a nice jab, and she had a nice little counter after she let Shannon Courtney try to like do her little muscle game. She was fighting like a little white Sean Porter. That Shannon Courtney and Rachel Borg was throwing that stick at her. It was a very exciting fight. Zelfa Barrett, he had a nice little.
How dare you?
What you say? He not there yet?
I'm saying, why are you saying things like that? Who are those people, man? They're boring.
Oh, nah, man. It was good to me. You know what I'm saying? It was good to me. I ain't listen. I don't want to stand too close to Mitty. I might get shot standing over there, man. But Mitty was good to me, man.
Yo, you picked her as well, King. I mean, so shout out to you. You picked Rachel Borg.
Damn. So
this is what I'm telling you, man. I love this shit.
How many points he got?
King, I mean, is close to top of the pile. I think he's tied with you as well. He's one of those at 11.
Nah.
He got 11
points?
Sports. Do me 3 sports.
Wow.
Yeah, King. I mean, you're also number 2. You tied with
Ness,
the Boxing Boys. A few others.
Just a few, like me and you. Ain't no others. I don't know why he's shouting
No,
out
Trey.
Earthquake.
Trey is also there.
Trey who?
I guess Trey Miller.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Where the leaderboard at? You giving everybody the same credit now.
Hey, that's what happens, man, when you only have 13 picks. A lot of people will be tied, man.
I don't want to take over my call. Let me just say this right quick, yo. Benavidez is a sucker for that, man. I just don't respect undisciplined fighters. I don't blame it on not being able to work out. That's just undisciplined. That's my call.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy. He didn't want to drop those. It was 2 pounds, was it? It was 3 pounds almost. Surprised he didn't want to sweat that off. He must have been working hard for that. Boxing expert on the super chat says my pinky toe got more skills than Charla. LOL. He's referring to Charlo.
He got it out for Charlo. He don't play. He makes sure.
Yo,
he do that.
what was King Amin saying? I didn't even catch it. He was saying do me something, but I ain't catch it, man.
I didn't either. We got Brandon. You got 2 counter punches in your call. Call you champ. We're gonna have to sprinkle you in.
Yeah. Shout out to Bama Bo for the extra calls. I'm probably don't need them. I'm gonna run through these fights. Then I got some shit I want to get off my chest as far as boxing. Benavidez, he looked good. He did a good job of controlling the distance, keeping the smaller guy, from getting on the inside with him. He was way bigger and physically stronger. So we just got to come to grips, man. He a rock star, He likes to party. You can look at his girl and tell the type of life he lived. He got a bad chick, with the fake body. He young. He got the Danny Garcia drip. It is what it is with him and his brother. They just live that life. So he's still young. Hopefully he can get it together. But I don't know, man. The more money you make, the more you're gonna keep doing the same shit. As far as the Dazn card, I didn't get to watch it. I gotta probably watch it tomorrow sometime. Madrimov, I'm a big fan of his, but he don't jab at all, man. He just lunges, looking for big shots, lunges. Taking the, Lomachenko with the footwork, kind of remind me of Pacquiao. When Pacquiao fights bigger guys, he lunges. So I got a card. I didn't watch none of the Dazn UK card. That's no knock to you, Mitty, man. And when it comes to UK boxing, I'm kind of like a casual. I'm only gonna watch the big fights. I'm gonna watch Povetkin and White. I'm gonna watch Callum Smith when he fights. Hell, I even watch Beefy Smith when he fights. But when it comes to cards like this, I'm just not tuning in. Let me get to this Rolly fight though. This shit that got me mad. If it wasn't for TBV and the listeners and the callers, I would have been stopped watching boxing. Man, it's getting sad, and I thought I'd be the last person to say this, but I'm probably about to start watching UFC, man. I'm getting tired of boxing. These piss poor judging decisions from, these were veteran veteran judges yesterday. These weren't judges we ain't never heard of. These were the top notch judges, and the fact that they got that so far
Do you
wrong.
know their names? I don't even. Oh, actually, I got the card. Glenn Fieldman, Frank Lombardi, and Don Trella.
Glenn Fieldman probably the most known known judge in boxing right now. He always judging big fights and shit, man. And so for them to get that wrong, man, I'm tired of boxing, man. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm tired of boxing. I'm tired of these type of decisions. And we wonder why our sport is dying. Let's just keep it real, man. Our sport going down the shitter. UFC doing, 1.3 million pay-per-views, and a guy in boxing that is a pay-per-view star, if he do 0.3, 300,000. So I don't know, man. We try to blame the fact that it's other sports, like, other sports went around when Floyd was fighting. We try to blame the fact that our pay-per-views cost too much. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I just started it over because then you got 2 counter punches. So unless you want to wait.
No, I'm gonna just finish. Like I said, us as boxing fans, we wonder why, it's hard for us to do 1 million pay-per-view buys. And UFC doing 1.3. We can't even remember the last time boxing did 1.3. And it's because of shit like this, man.
Jack
Stupid ass piss poor ass decisions. And I blame guys like Ness. And I ain't gonna, me and Ness will argue about this all day. People don't know how to score fights, man. They get aggressiveness and effective aggressiveness mixed up. And that's the same thing I was trying to tell your ass about Formella and Mabenge, when y'all kept saying, oh, Mabenge winning. Just because a dude coming forward and missing a bunch of big shots don't mean he winning the fucking fight. And that's the same thing Rolly was doing, coming forward, missing. Other dude boxing, jabbing the shit out of him, like Formella was doing. I'm like, man, he winning this fight. And it's the same thing from yesterday. You had a guy missing big shots, winging big shots, coming forward. And because he was the aggressor, y'all confusing him being the aggressive with the effective aggressiveness.
Not y'all,
So,
because I scored it for Phoenix, and you heard my live fight, chat. So
like I said, but you have done that. You did it for Mabenge. Mabenge was doing the same shit Rolly was
nah,
doing.
no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
effective. Rolly was not. And first of all, the difference there is that Formella didn't look as good as Phoenix.
He
Formella
was
was getting hit. Phoenix was barely being hit. He was, he had the timing down, bro. He was timing Rolly all day with that jab. Every time he tried to step, he jabbed and he disrupted him with the jab. They say jab win fights, man. That's the fight you need your
Let
fighter to
Brandon
watch.
tell us what he saw, man. He's having a good
His
call, man.
time
Come
up.
on, Brandon.
His time up. He only get 2 counters. That's 45 and 45.
Hey,
You
who's
add it
gonna
up.
pay for him again? Someone
Yeah.
pay him for another counter punch, please.
Listen, he doing a poor job of trying to win 2 arguments. He got to win one, and the one that he gonna win is that Rolly robbed Phoenix. But Formella and Tulani, that fight didn't even look like this fight at all. At all. Like Formella will watch Phoenix and wish he can box like him. Get out of here, champy. But we got a ringer, Bo in Bama. What up? What up?
Mayorga not only trying to block Lewis from getting into the ring, he once told us he knocked down a horse. Remember that? But the horse got up at 4. And he did it with his left hand, not his left of Costa Rica. Guaranteed him $100,000 if his promise comes true of 3 or less. Promoter Don King said he's throwing a Corvette.
He says that he would like to thank God and Don King for this opportunity that he can go forward with his family and progress from poverty, you know.
Bama Bo.
That kind of horse.
Yeah. Chee.
Oh, Bo.
Yo.
All right.
Bo. Real quick, super chat boxing expert says, La charla miau, la charla miau, la charla miau, la misma charla miau. Tengo una gata lechera, una gata de verdad. No la vendo ni la cambio si me la quiere comprar. Hashtag la gata miau. Hashtag the purring cat or pussy cat.
Yo, that was a super chat?
Yeah, it was super chat by boxing expert. I think he gets a kick out of me trying to decipher or Ness. I think Ness should give it a shot if we really want real comedy right now. La charla. He's basically a little tune, a funny tune in Spanish, kind of, making fun of Charlo.
Well, he's using the cucaracha beat.
Yeah, it's pretty slick there, Champy.
Damn, hey man, let me see. DBX sent me some fire. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see what you got for me, DBX. Aight. Ha ha! Got that new fire for y'all.
Fuego.
Fueguillo. Let's see, where we gonna put this at?
Bo from Bama's intro was good, man.
Yeah, I like that.
I wish he would have followed up with a good call, man.
Nah, he's probably busy. We'll get back to him. We're gonna go to James Benitez. What up? Just listening. Usually just listening, going once. Nope, there you go. What
Nah,
up?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
I see you.
Listen to the good show, man. How you doing?
All good.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It was a night of disappointments last night, man. Rolly just need to shut the hell up, man, and never call out any of those fighters he was trying to call out before, man. Ryan Garcia, Tank, all of them were body bagging, man. Like, yo, I'm glad that the WBA is actually trying to do the right thing, man, and trying to revisit possibly giving a rematch to that fight. So, until that actually goes on, man, I don't got no good words for Rolly. But other than that, man, y'all guys keep doing what y'all do. Good show, and thanks for the content.
Thank you for calling in. Let me see what we got. Mama san, Mako san, Mama san. King Born, what up? Champ. Yo, I know I'm gonna find it, champ. You know what it is. You just got this intro, so I gotta remember where it's at. I mean, they all in the same page. It's just where'd I place you? What color?
You can sing it.
What color? Oh, well, I can sing it. Is
And why you sounded like
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Hey yo, I'm here, man. Yo, we gonna get to it, man. Number one, that Rolly, your man Rolly, and Marinez, and Marinez, Phoenix, whatever. Yo, my man, Rolly, he got robbed so bad. Rolly took his wallet, his sneakers, his chain, and his drawers. He robbed them bad, y'all. He robbed them real bad. Word. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, Benavidez, you probably got to get on that ping again, that cocaine again, man. You looking real flabby like Larry Holmes, dog. You need that special sent to you. You know what I mean? Yo, Kaufman, listen, man. That dude came on here and talked that mad hella shit, yo. Yo, I'm going to beat this dude behind my back. Yo, he faked that injury, y'all. He's getting his ass. He was getting beat down. You saw it. We all saw it. We know what it was, man. Dude had more fluffs. Yo, his whole stomach was fluffy, man, like pancakes. We ain't doing that, man. Hey, yo, McCaskill, yo, anybody, whoever did, yo, she did the street fighting style mixed with Naruto, mixed with boxing. That's how she be practiced, y'all. She got busy. She got crazy with it. Hey, yo, Madrimov, yo, that was a left hook from hell with a tackle. You know what I mean? That was a left hook tackle style. Left hook tackle style. Hey, yo,
peace
Thurman,
to the gods.
You already know, bro. Yo, Thurman, listen, man. Give me Thurman and Brook. I'll take it because I want to see Thurman knock out Brook, and then he got to fight Crawford. You heard? Frampton, my man, won. Conlan won. Hey, yo, you got one in England. Zelfa Barrett. Yo, that dude he was fighting was wilding. Zelfa Barrett was catching him the left hook all night, Mitty. Yo, he reminded me of Livingstone Bramble or Nigel Ben that knocked out Gerald McClellan, yo. He mad slinky, but he got speed. But that dude, man, you know how them Irish dudes, man, they be pumped up on that Irish coffee all the time, y'all. So, you know, that nigga had mad coffee, and he was out of it. So that's why he ain't go down, but Zelfa took him down. I'm feeling Zelfa, man. I might bet on Zelfa, but goddamn no Jonah Carroll, and I think I went 7-1. Peace.
Stupendous.
Yo, I feel so left out, man. I feel so left out when I hear people calling in talking about Courtney or Barrett, man. I missed that card, bro.
Real quick, super chat, Mr. PBC says Terrence Baby Boy 25 to life crawfish got put on pause by Lil Gary Russell. Dodged all top 7, 147 pound. Bout to fight Logan Paul or Chris Van Heerden. Bet. Damn, cruel.
Yo.
King Bong said she was fighting in the streets and she brought the street fighting style Naruto. Man,
Naruto. I picture the run and shit. Naruto.
his scores are too good, man. Like, I'm voting for him already. Caller of the year, man.
Let's go, champ. Boxing
Yeah.
expert says,
And
laughing
he
my ass off.
sounds-
Ness. Mala fe, la vaca, bro. Yeah, I already peeped it. La vaca.
Moo.
La vaca.
Nah, but he ain't. Who said that? Boxing expert said that's what
Yeah.
it was?
That's what it was. It wasn't la cucaracha. So it was la vaca. So it was supposed to be la charla. And then instead of saying moo, it's meow.
It's la charla. Meow, la charla. Meow, la misma charla. Oh, yeah, tengo una charla de verdad. Let me see. Let me get to it. Now I know it because I know that merengue, bro. That was, yo, my girl's probably looking at or listening like, those were the few days when back in the days, Ness used to actually dance to some merengue. Let me see. I know that merengue. Mala fe, yo, damn, that was like 1997, y'all, when that shit was
back
jumping.
in the day, champ.
No, that's old as freakers, man. This guy is in my age bracket. Let's see. He says,
Javier Gutierrez. It's
la charla, meow, la charla, meow, la charla, meow, la misma charla. Tengo una gata lechera, una gata de verdad. No la vendo ni la cambio si me la quiere comprar. La gata, meow.
Yeah.
Yo, where this guy come from? Yo, it's him, Jared Lloyd, and Intrigue. These dudes are mad, innovative on their super chats, bro. They got riddles and songs going on. Damn, hilarious.
Yo, back in the day too, it was like all animal songs. El baile del mono.
Yeah, hell yeah.
El baile del perrito.
Yo, that's true. Let me get to 704 Ringer status. What up? Josh in North Carolina.
What's going on, TVV? What's going on with y'all, man?
Chilling.
Kicking the chair.
Great show, man. Mitty, what's going on up there in the UK, my man? Listen here, man. It wasn't no robbery last night. It was straight set it off. I mean, Cleo, Frankie, and Stoney. They were the judges. I don't know what the other girl was. And then the giveaway driver was Leonard Ellaby. He made that call. Floyd wasn't paying attention. He was doing what he would do, but Leonard was standing by. He called. He made it because that was sick, bro. That was disgusting, man. Straight disgusting. Rolly, he's just he's screaming every time he about to punch. I think on Marinez, I think old boy right hand, man, it might have been hurt, man. It might have been messed up or something, bro. Because I don't know why, because he wasn't really hit him with that right hand, because he'd have been killing him, man. He's a great boxer, man. He's a great boxer. He's a great boxer. I ain't know he's 29 years old too, man.
He's 29?
Yeah, he's 29, bro.
Holy smoke, he looks so young, bro. I ain't know he was that. I ain't know.
29.
Yo, that hurt even more, man.
24.
That hurt even more.
I remember. Yes, bro. I remember because I was looking at the age difference because Rolly's 24 and he said he's 29, 5 years. Like, dang, and he's only fought, 13, how many fights? 19 fights? That was his 19th fight?
I'm about to actually look up Rolando and then find Phoenix right now, champ. Damn, bro, 29, that would be terrible. I hope not. Let me see. So Rolando is 24 years old. He's an October baby. And looks like Jackson is 29 years old. Damn. And he about to be 30, y'all. Damn.
Yeah.
My man ain't get a shot till his 29th.
How many fights? How many fights he fought, man?
He got 20 fights. 19 wins, 1 loss, 7 knockouts. And
Damn, that's crazy.
Rolly is 12-0 with 10 KOs.
And they really gonna do WBA really said they're gonna rematch it.
Man, WBA, man. If you believe the WBA, man, they got 8 versions of their belt, man. I think they'll quicker make Jackson a new interim. They'll be like, yo, we just gonna get you an interim fight.
They're not gonna let that publicity go that they got a Mayweather at TNT on, you know what I'm saying, their roster. They ain't gonna do that.
Exactly.
That Thurman-Brook, that's for real too.
Yeah, Thurman said he would be willing to fight Kell Brook. But damn, he has said something, man. Yeah. I agree with him. Like the WBA, they want to be involved in a Mayweather fighter. They know the sanctioning fee is more because the purse is higher. You know what I mean? Jackson ain't fit the bill. My Gene Bear, what up?
Nance, come back to me, brother.
Hadouken! We going out to Intrigue.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I'm the fucking champ. I'm gonna loud mouth. That's once the boy keep on trying to get you tickets now. Come through. He mad because I get the better fights. He mad because they still like me more. He mad because I got better numbers. He mad because he can't beat Keith Thurman.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. It's all good though.
Really?
Yeah, that's the wrong one, man.
Yo, you know what? It's because I keep titling them Intrigue. Let me see this one.
Hell no. He mad because I get the better fights. He mad because they still like me more.
Nah, that's the same one, right?
Yeah. I sent it to you though. I sent it to you. So I had just sent it to you. So you won't have to look for it.
That one?
Nah, that ain't it.
Bruh, I literally just added it. You sent it to me. It's audio AUD. I'm about to play it from over here. Let me see something, bro. I'm telling you, you might have sent the wrong file. Look, this is.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's what you sent.
Yeah, nah. Oh, I made a mistake. That's my bad. But it's all good. Yeah. What I gotta say, man, I never thought I agree with Brandon. I'm gonna call him by his real name, Brandon Maurice. But boxing is suffering. But I ain't gonna agree with him 100% that it's suffering because of the judging. I'm gonna say it's suffering more because of the politics. The politics, to give examples, like Bud saying he ain't gonna fight Keith Thurman because he ain't got a belt. Like that's what's suffering more. You know what I mean? Like these fighters and these promotion companies not wanting to put the best against the best and coming up with these dumb excuses. And that's my problem with bud tenders, man. Bud tenders sit up here, scream, holler, cry that this other side of the street don't want to fight them. And then soon somebody on the other side of the street say they want to fight them, they do everything they can to discredit them. Oh, he don't got a belt now. Oh, he didn't want to fight him when he had a belt. Oh, he got beat by Pacquiao. Oh, this, man. I'm tired of that, man. I want to see the best fight the best. I don't care. Y'all know I'm one of the biggest Keith Thurman fans it is. But if Bud be Keith Thurman, so be it. I don't care. I still gonna want to see Keith Thurman fight Earl. I still gonna want to see him rematch Sean Porter. If Earl Spence beat Bud, I still want to see Bud fight Keith Thurman. I want to see them all fight each other, man. I'm tired of all that little crazy stuff. That's why y'all some Bud tenders, some Bud Scouts, some Republicans, all the names made up. Y'all, all of that, man. That's all I got to say.
Damn, Republicans. That is crazy.
He's just another fighter. No, he ain't. This guy is a wrecking machine.
Yo, that's hilarious, man. I ain't never heard that one before.
The Republicans.
Yeah, Republican, bro. That was hilarious. Let me see here. Here we go. Let's see what this is here.
I'm absolutely unbelievable.
Okay. Okay. I see what you did there. We're going out to Sony. What up?
Hey, what up, TVV? Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Loud and clear, champ.
All right. Hey, yo, as always, respect to my favorite of all TVV shows, the flagship show. I'm going to see if I can roll off the topics.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as Benavidez, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, I mean, he's a fighter, and somebody of his caliber should know the weight the weight holds your title. So to me, that's his fault for losing that. And as far as Rolly, at first I was like so upset over the Rolly fight because I think he clearly lost to I hope I'm saying this name right, was Marinez.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, he clearly lost to Marinez, so I felt like that was a joke, But then, the crazy part, and I know you guys don't like UFC, but there was the UFC fight card on that came on after boxing that ended, and they had a controversial situation in that fight. So it's just all of fighting needs to come up with some type of like situations to where like fans aren't being cheated out of fights. And as far as Kaufman. I cannot knock Kaufman. Kaufman was on the show when he was on TBV. I enjoyed his interview. So I feel like every fighter goes through those situations to where he can be hurt in the ring. So I'm not knocking him from being injured. So it is what it is, So shout out to Kaufman. And just straight up big ups to McCaskill. I didn't think she was gonna pull that out, but I'm glad she did. I thought the height was gonna be a disadvantage to her, but she definitely proved me wrong. So shout out to McCaskill. And man, I hope I'm saying this guy's name right. His name is Madrimov.
Madrimov, you got it, champ.
All right, cool. That fight should have ended a long time ago. He clearly knocked dude down. And for the referee, the referee did that fight such a disjustice, Because after dude got up, the referee was over there. They over there fighting. The referee is looking off to the side like, yo, it's the round over, it's the round over, it's the round over. I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on? So the referee, he killed that fight, yo. So, and as far as like Thurman fighting Brook, I actually on this point with intrigue, I agree because I don't want Crawford fighting Kell Brook because I think Crawford can fight somebody better. So if Thurman is going to swing in to snatch Kell Brook from Crawford, I'm all for that. And as far as Frampton and Herring, I know everybody is a friend of Herring. Herring was a guest on TBV. But I am still not a fan of Herring. When I think of Herring, I think of Timothy Brown.
Damn, why Tim, bro? Don't be
Tim used to
bulking
take
him
a lot
in
of
there.
shots.
Nah, I think he bulking him in because like bias top rank commentating, not style. Because Tim had a good style, especially in his later career, and Tim has a fantastic resume with beautiful wins. You know what I mean? We're going out to
real quick super chat. Jared Lloyd says that caller is preaching the gospel. The Bum Lord and Fat Mac don't want the gravy train to stop. All right, Jared Lloyd.
He was talking about Intrigue School, I think.
Yeah, he was. We have Stainless in Detroit. What up?
Red belt, black belt, WBO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good?
What up?
Yo,
I done made it onto another one. It's almost like I done hit a streak.
Stupendous.
Yo, it's some decent fights this weekend, man. To all y'all who thought Travis Kaufman was gonna win, y'all was on that Travis Kaufman weed or something, man. I don't know what that was.
They was on the cherry cough, man.
They was on that Travis cough. That's what that was. David Benavidez, man. I don't even know what to say on that, man. Maybe he should keep snorting some of that David Benavidez because. You know what I'm saying? Once he got off of it, all of a sudden he can't make weight, man. That's shocking to see. It's not seeing the champ lose his belt on the scales, man. Like, what the what? I saw the Rolly card, man. I have to agree with everybody else. That looked more like a robbery than anything else to me.
But I thought the ESPN cards was probably the best cards of the night, man. It was all knockouts, right? All knockouts and TKOs and everything. So shout out to them Irish and European dudes for getting theirs in, man. Big announcement from me. Ness, you already know, starting Tuesday, Stainless gonna upgrade to pound for pound. But as y'all know, as y'all have seen over the last few months, I'm barely able to call in as it is. So I'm going to give my boomerang to the commissioner, Sonny Woods, all right? So even if I ain't on here, that dude has my boomerang. I'm saying it on the show so everybody know. So ain't nobody surprised. That's all. What? Yeah, man. You know that dude, he constantly putting in that work, and you know what I'm saying, it ain't always enough time to say what you need to say in one call. So you know what I'm saying? As long as I'm supporting and putting my money in, the least I should do is make sure my boomerang is going to a good use. As I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because this is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Peace.
That's that community, man. That's that community, man. A lot of people donate their boomerangs, man. We got a bunch of super chats, so jump in.
Jarrett Lloyd is on the return on the super chat saying, the Fat Mac and Father Bob don't want to stop the gravy train. Fat Mac needs the funds for his cheeseburgers, and Father Bob needs the funds for his cheap suits. The bum lord only has beef with the pedestrians.
Jarrett. And Intrigue is back.
Says all the Republicans, milk duds, bud scouts, and bud tenders need to tighten up. Y'all looking bad.
And then we got Jarrett Lloyd with a comeback.
Play that Carl Thomas one time for the tenders. The pedestrian beater anthem.
Yo, they double teaming.
What's going on, yo?
Are they really the same person or?
I have no idea. It's like a barrage of like
He said,
agents
are they the
hitting
same
Neo.
person?
Oh, because I don't think they're the same person because they do it like so quick, in quick succession, one after the other.
Nah, they not the same person. We've heard from Intrigue. Do me, cue the beat.
Cue the beat, chance.
Oh, but you said we never heard from like.
Do me slipping, man. I thought we was in sync. Because the other day, a few minutes ago, he was like, "Yo, Ness is trying to decipher."
Yeah, you were.
You read my mind, bro. I was like, "Yo, what is boxing expert saying?" Yo, and my man looked at my face and knew. And I seen you put it in the chat. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I failed you.
Yeah, no, but I needed the X-Files there because it's like, yo, we have heard from Intrigue, but we never heard from Jarrett. So for all we know, it could be the same dude. Yeah, but nah, man, I believe Lloyd is in his cubicle.
Dropping him.
The cubicle.
Lloyd is from Boston, right? John.
No, Intrigue is from Atlanta, and Jared, we don't know where Lloyd is from.
I thought it was from Boston.
No, you're thinking of Jared. You're thinking of Boston Jared. You're thinking of Boston Jared.
Yeah, Boston Jared, you're right.
Yeah, Jared Lloyd and Boston Jared, two different people. But we got Boomerang. I guess we're going to give it to Sony, or is that start when you're not here? Stainless, text me. Steve in Chicago. What up? Middy's nemesis.
My town up in K-Town. Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingWiz.com.
Yo, what's up, Ness?
What up, Steve in Chicago?
All right. Yeah, hey, I want to start out with this Benavidez. I'm going to try to run through all this. So I'm going to be honest with you, man. I was a little turned off when he missed weight. And the funny thing about it is I made a comment about it in the chat last night, and someone was like, well, ain't you a Tank fan? And this thing. I don't excuse Tank for doing what he did. I don't know where these people are getting this insinuation about me, but to be honest with you, to all the idiots in the chat, I was actually updating the back call on the Dazn card because that card started first, and I got captivated. You need to go watch that, and that was actually, I was entertained by those fights. So Benavidez, I don't know what the guy is gonna do. I'm gonna run it down for you. Give me a second. The Benavidez, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's just a very talented fighter. Him and Tank are very, very talented, but they're just not disciplined. So I don't know what's gonna be for both of them. Now Rolly, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I watched that card today, and I had Marinez winning. So, hey, maybe with the public outcry, maybe they give the guy a rematch. I don't know. But I don't think people should beat up on the sport, man. There's controversies in every sport. A lot of people were pissed last night, Ness, on the back call. A lot of guys were upset about that decision. So I don't know. I'm not giving up. We'll see what happens. And I dropped the ball with Kaufman, man. But I don't know what's next for Wallin, man. We could talk about that one day. Well, what you think's next for him?
Wait, champ. Wait. Are you trying to say you picked Kaufman?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I did.
Smoke, Steve.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yo, but wait, did you pick him in the Pick'em league too?
Yeah, I did.
Oh man, nah, that's a guy you got to pick with your heart on the live chat, but not on the Pick'em league.
Well, I picked him. Hey, you got to pick it. Sometimes you got to pick a sleeper.
Yo, but why? Wait a minute, Steve. Why didn't you like what you saw from Wallin?
I just thought, I don't know. I just thought that he wasn't what we thought he was.
Yo, he boxed well on the back foot too. He tall.
I thought when he fought Fury, I thought he kind of was like a one-hit wonder.
Yeah. No, I can see that. And let me tell you, I only picked him because Travis is just not he not fresh, and I knew he wouldn't get in shape and things like that. But watching him beat Kaufman the way that he did, I'm on him. He's all right, man. He could box. And he a little dirty mug. Like that. Now he shows he's dirty every fight. It wasn't just the Fury fight. It wasn't like, oh, Fury got dirty with him, so he got dirty back. It's like, no, he's a little dirty fighter. So I like him. He's a little bit of a dog, man. He a sleeper. Decent, man. But anyway, all right. Thank you for calling in. We're going to go to Stone Bone, Colorado. What up?
What up?
Chilling.
Oh, yeah, man. That was some interesting fights, man. I had McCaskill winning that. It wasn't that she was just aggressive. I think she was bullying her a little bit. And that's a little bit of karma for Cecilia for the little game she was playing with Clarissa. She acting like she was too good to fight Clarissa. Now she lose to somebody. Instead of a super fight with Clarissa, you lose to somebody you were supposed to beat. Now you got to I'm pretty sure they had a rematch clause, so she'd probably get a second chance at it. But
we didn't even ask that. You think she's going to take a rematch? She's pretty old.
That's what I'm thinking.
That was a tough fight, too. 38. It's like, I'm a mom.
What, you just walk away from you just going to walk away from your belts there?
I mean, you've been doing it for how many years? She's been undisputed for a long time. Like, do it matter at this point? She in the books.
Yeah. Well, she should have took that beating from Clarissa. She probably should have got paid way more money, and it'd been a bigger event. So that's all I got to say about that. Benavidez, to me, he's a decent fighter. Good power, great size, but I think Caleb Plant schools him. I think Caleb Plant footwork is too good for him. I don't think he has the. I don't want to disrespect him, but I don't think he has the boxing IQ to deal with some of the footwork, the angles, and different things that Caleb Plant would do to him. I don't think Caleb Plant could stop him, but I could see him outpointing him easily. I mean, if he could stay away from the big shot, he wins that easily. And the best tweet was from Badu Jack. You see, Badu Jack tweeted Leonard Ellaby was like, Leonard, I
Yeah.
need those judges. You know what I mean? All them fights Badu done.
Yeah, I seen
You know
that.
what I mean? Oh, that was the best one I seen, man. He needed those. Cause listen,
Damn.
Badu done had
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
You know what I mean? He done had draws that was robberies, clear wins that was draws, wins that was losses. So he done been pencil whipped a lot, and that's crazy. Badu is the Mayweather fighter, but he never got the judge.
Pencil
He never
whip.
got the judge. But
Yo.
Rolly ain't even the champion. He ain't a. How does that sound? Your prospect get help from but your champion can't. Your only champion at that time was Badu Jack, and he couldn't even get no help from the ref. But Rolly, who's a decent fighter, just a hard puncher. I think of him like I think of a Benavidez type hard puncher. Come forward. If you use angles, footwork. If old boy had a better right hand, he would have won. He would have stopped Rolly. He was hitting him, making him miss. It looked bad.
He
And I'm gonna
had
say
no
this.
right hand, man.
I know if he'd have had a Paulie Malignaggi right hand, he could have stopped him, but he didn't have it. Hey, let me say this real quick before I'm cut off, man. I love the creativity from an Intrigue. Intrigue is the one who started all of the names, but all of this weirdo shit where we calling grown men Fat Macs and cheeseburgers and all of this. I'll say this right now. I'll put up you, Mario, and Doomy first class tickets to Omaha. You can fly yourself there. I'll pay your way. Matter of fact, I'll pay your ticket too. 4 first class tickets. I'll put the gym up. How about you come here and tell him cheeseburger and fat shit all to his face, and we'll see what happened. I got 16-year-old Mexicans in the gym that'll put hands on you. You disrespecting a real man, a grown man you would say it to his face, but you want to sit here with your Twitter fingers typing Fat Macs and cheeseburgers and all that bullshit. Sorry for my language, but it just get weird sometimes listening to grown men talk like 5th graders when you ain't got nothing better to do. You should be happy Keith Thurman got a fight. Don't even worry about Bud. If you don't care that much, stop sounding like you niggas want to jump off a cliff. Intrigue sound like he just took 13 downers because, Bud ain't fighting nobody. Jared Lloyd, you getting your rocks off typing. Come on, man, grow up. Be more creative, because if these dudes can rap bars and not cuss, how can you not disrespect a man calling him fat? And that's kid stuff. Be more specific and be more adult.
That is.
Damn. That was cool.
And on the super chat, Intrigue the Incredible says, "Nah, I don't got a burner account. Don't need one." Laughing emoji. "I go at the butt tenders all day, any day on the show and back call." All right. And we have another super chat by Jarrett Lloyd. Says, "The big-eared goblin Romero knew he lost. He couldn't even look directly in the camera during the interview. He will get knocked out his next bout." And yeah.
Yo, so one, Stone Bone said pencil whip. That's like some spade shit. Took me back to the spades days. Like, yo, he pencil whipping you.
Yo, we had the mackerel on the line.
And then 2, I get him. Even though it is funny. Now, it makes you not want to laugh because he's like, yo, be creative and don't be disrespectful. And look, I think, Bomac is like, he won Trainer of the Year already? Right?
Yeah, I think so.
He's already achieved those accolades of only few great trainers, right? Guys like Robert, Eddie.
7 billion people on this earth, B. Just think about that.
Yeah, and Bomac, Robert, Freddie, Ken Porter, Derek James. Ooh, did Rick Ramos get it?
I can't say for Rick Ramos, bro.
Damn. Mitty, why you smiling? You remember one?
No, he's smiling because Jarrett Lloyd is on the super chat again. And he says, "Bro, why are these butt tenders so emotional? hat laughing emoji. Play that soundbite one more time. And immediately after, you got Steve on the counterpunch nest whenever you are.
1 second. In general, I like Stoneborn Cold though. Like he's right, man. Like I don't know. There's classier way, and there's even like more hurtful and cleverer ways like to do that. But anyway, that's all good.
Nah. You're right. It's like he brought up the perfect reference too. He said, "Look, in boxing bars, dudes have to show they're talented by not cursing and keeping it boxing. So he's just asking Jared to do the same. And look, let's see if Jared can get creative and oblige a fellow." Family member, right? Because we listen to the show daily, every day, everybody, these same people. So, counterpunch from Steve in Chicago.
Yeah, I ran out of time with that. I just wanted to tell you with that Dazn card, even from the first fight on, I was expecting a knockout from Ford, and he went the distance, even though, he won every round.
Me too.
Yeah,
especially,
and then
especially with the Mayweather comparisons.
Yep. And then Bobby, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I had that fight a draw. Williams came to fight. That was a draw to me. I scored it. And then with Madrimov, man, I'm telling you, I had Walker winning 6-2 prior to that 9th round. Even Madrimov admitted post-fight that in the middle rounds Walker was putting it on him, man. That's why I kind of stuck with that card, because that fight kind of had me captivated. I thought Walker was going to pull it out. I really did. And if you look at people are bitching about judges, look at what they scored that fight. Even the commentator made a comment after Sergio made a comment. Them scores were wide, man. They didn't give Walker any respect. So even if he hadn't knocked him down, or if the knockout ever take that away, they were going to give that to Madrimov no matter what. Look at the scores. People want to bitch, but you got to look at everything. Look at what they scored that fight with Madrimov. I think one judge only gave Walker like 2 rounds. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, man, that's all I want to do. Hey, and just remember, for all the hard work you do, this bud's for you.
Yo, and why am I old enough to remember that Budweiser commercial? Listen, so according to Rob, shout out to Rob, and Braekhus' comments, she's not coming back. She said, "I'm proud. I'm happy to pass the torch to her. I'm proud, so proud to be part of women's boxing right now. Nothing but class." And then she says, "I'm so excited to see what you will do. Make me proud." So yeah, she's done. Told y'all. She got that last big checky, and that's how it should. Listen, she's 38, she's probably a grandmother already. And
grandmother? Damn.
I mean, some people be 38 grandmothers. Come on, but she probably wants to go enjoy the rest of her life. Maybe travel.
Yo, Coach Vinny laughing like, yo, wait a minute, Nuts. What your grandma's looking like in the States?
All right, so grandma was the wrong thing to say, because I thought about it. I'm not even a grandfather right now. My bad. So that was a mistake.
It's like that statement sounds like it's a weight off your shoulder, right? When you had like a long career. Yeah. It was going to come to an end anyway. You don't always want to turn back the clock and all that. Just like live and be happy with. That's all, man.
Intrigue on a super chat says, "Too many of these folks eating bud tender stew." 3 emojis of a stew. Stew.
Where, I didn't even see that one yet. Damn. Oh, yeah, there it goes with the stews. Looks like we got Mike Jerry. Mike Jerry, what it do, champ?
What's good, fellas? How y'all doing tonight?
All good.
Yeah, man. I'm just, I think that Jessica, with her becoming undisputed champion, really resonated with me because it was just a week or 2 weeks ago that y'all had her on the on your show, and just to hear her story about her. I think she was homeless and just how she got out of her situation and just prospering and stuff like that. And to see her to put on a hell of a performance against Cecilia was it was inspiring, man. I honestly think that she should have her own. Y'all should have a show just for her, because that's a stellar accomplishment, man. Like, you come in, she's like had 6 wins, 8 wins and 2 losses or something like that, and you go beat someone that's 38-0 or 36-0 and that stuff like that, and she put on a hell of a performance. And though they say like, oh well, she boxes like Rolly, but at the same time, man, she was throwing. Besides her just being inside, she was throwing some heat, man. Like, she came the whole fight, man. And out of all fights, that was the fight that stood out to me the most, man. And she did a hell of a job, man. The Rolly shit, I was like, I mean, when it took them a long time to come with the scores, I knew it was a possibility that Rolly's was gonna get that nod and that stuff like that. Benavidez did his thing. I'm always high on Benavidez, man. He missed his weight. Hopefully he get his shit together and that stuff. But then the guy that looks like Triple G and that stuff like that, I never was really high on him and that stuff. But I mean, he had a real good thing going for him. Too bad that he couldn't keep it going. And that's all I have, fellas.
Cool.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in, and thank you, Mike. I'm actually texting the team now, and I'm gonna, instead of waiting like I normally do on some, prideful shit, I'm gonna just go ahead and text and say, hey, when you guys start doing interviews, keep us in mind to do that
Real
victory
quick.
lap with Jessica McCaskill cut off face. Play the Shinobi on yourself.
Shinobi.
Jordan Carter says Rolly's trash. I seen a baby fight sleep better than that. Shaking my head emoji. Damn.
Who said that?
That was Jordan Carter, champ.
Oh, he's new.
He said, yo, I gotta speak my mind on the Voice of the People's hotline. Or chat
He said
line.
a baby fight? Damn, people terrible.
Nah, Rolly's gonna get a lot of crap for this, bro. And the judges, one of the judges had it 118, 110. Was that what I was hearing?
Hell yeah,
That's terrible.
Hell yeah, bro.
Like how
a few judges, bro. The scorecards I've been screen sharing, and let me show you one more time so we can just get through that, because that was crazy with the bananas. 118, 110, 115, 113, and the other one 116, 112. So it was like 7-5, 8-4. No, 9-3, right? What's that? Let me see. This one is. Oh no, this is someone else. All right, yeah. So Glenn Philman had it 116, 112, and Romero had 118, 110. I mean, yeah, Lombardi 118, 110, and then Don Trella.
All veteran judges, according to Brandon.
Yeah, no. Those names are, Feldman is the most notable, but Don Trella too. But yeah, man, that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. Hopefully, we could get him back, man. I mean, it's a Robert Garcia fight. I hope Robert manages him at least. And if not, I don't even know. Phoenix came out of nowhere, believe me. Remember, I told y'all how I got put on him and why I was riding with him. And was Abraham Supernova wrong? No, he was all the way right. What he said Phoenix is going to outbox him, but don't put it past him if he knocks him out. But something must have been wrong with that right hand, because why would Nova go on a limb to say knockout if my man don't use that right leg?
Oh, snap. You went house.
I did.
House music all night long.
They said tomorrow at noon. Damn. And he hung up already, bro. Noon. Like, we don't really do noon. Like, shit, Rick. Can we do, like, 11 a.m.?
And the bro said
Eastern?
noontime.
So we just do noon then? That's what you trying to say? 'Cause Because that's tough, man. I threw an Eastern in there because you ain't answer. I threw the 11 a Eastern. Jonathan, what up? You ain't nobody help me. See, I gotta make these decisions alone. That's so tough. So
Jonathan.
tough.
Uh-oh. Can I get my crow, though? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if everybody been taking theirs, but I'm a man about mine. So can I get that real quick?
You right.
Stupendous.
Yeah, go. And that's for, just for y'all, so y'all know, that's for Eric Donovan. That's for Travis Kaufman. I don't know if Mikael Riviera or Carlos Negron won, but that was for Cecilia Braekhus.
Negron ain't fight for whatever reason. The fight had to postpone on it.
Right. Okay. What about Mikael Riviera or whatever?
Nah. Oh, you talking about? No, that's next week. He wasn't even scheduled. He put that on his Instagram too. He said, "Yo, the betting bookies got me fighting today, and I don't fight till September 15th."
Oh, damn.
All right. What about Nikita Abbey or whatever?
He
won. He won. Did you make your book on Patreon? What's your name on Patreon?
I'm unfortunately I'm not a Patreon. I mean, I'll be donating to the show, but unfortunately I'm not for personal reasons. But
no problem.
But I mean, I've been
thought you were
donating
on there, so I
to
was
the
gonna
show
help you
since
out
like
and look for your picks,
2013 or
but
some
that's
shit
all
like
good.
that. No, we were talking about it. I mean, I'm gonna figure something out. But that's my crow for them fights that I picked and lost. You know what I'm saying? I try to be reasonable. But now to the commentary part, I am gonna go against the grain, and I'm gonna say I actually thought Rolly won. I had him winning rounds 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 11 through 12. I thought Harvey Dot kind of played it balanced because rounds 1 through 7, when Martinez would do the holding, he would always end up on top of Rolly holding him down, and I think Rolly kind of pushed back with the forearm to the face later in the round. And I just thought that when it came to defense, Rolly slightly edged the defense round for round, especially with doing some of that the Philly shell or the Mayweather shell. I also thought that ring generalship was kind of even to both fighters throughout the round, with Martinez being on the back foot and Rolly kind of coming forward doing what he do. But I thought the effective aggression kind of favored Rolly a little more, and I thought he slightly had more of the clean punches round for round. So that's why I gave it to Rolly. I thought the judges somewhat got it right. 8-4 is kind of what I had it, and I thought he won. I just think it's unfair that he's getting castrated over what the judges made. Like, they should find out the judges' name and attack the judges if you're not happy with the score. Like, why does Rolly have to get put down? He's just the fighter, you know what I'm saying? So I just think it's just unfair, and what he's accomplished is being taken away from him. He can't even enjoy it because people are so upset what he couldn't even control happen. And I mean, fights go either way,
Bruh,
you know what I'm saying? And
win.
sometimes we think and that's fine, but it ain't his fault he didn't win. It's the judge's fault who didn't score it, in your opinion, the right way.
I've said this before, and I don't know what episode, and it's probably been a long time. Maybe it was the fucking Paul Williams versus Laura. Dudes like that need to give up the belt right there. Right there. Even, listen to me, Jonathan, even though legally, technically, you can't, at least grab that belt and be like, nah, man, you know what? Who is this interviewing? Max, Larry, whoever the fuck is interviewing. Nah, you know what? I don't deserve that win, man.
Let your fighter do that to you
And if
as a
you
promoter.
Let's do that.
Exactly.
Yo, listen to me. Listen to me. You will
You
go viral.
You
will go viral.
You thought
you will go viral,
Yeah,
and
but
you will go viral for being a good guy. For being a good guy.
Man,
and guess
listen.
what? And guess what? Then the rematch has to happen. It has to happen. It ain't gonna be like Doomy and Mitty saying, no, if I'm the promoter, I don't make that fight. Yeah, if I'm not, I don't. Why Rolly need to move on? Nah. See, that's how they think.
If you listen,
you thought Laura beat Canelo at first, and then it took you years to realize that Canelo won. Rolly was doing body work. that I think wasn't getting the credit for. And I just think that Martinez, like, here's the
Body
thing
work.
with people when they say he did. It wasn't the prettiest, and that's another thing. I just think Rolly was overhyped. Like, he ain't as good as we thought he was. He needs time to grow. But I thought he did enough each round to win. And the Martinez kid, he didn't do enough. Like, he would be on the back foot, but he didn't engage. He waited to engage. He didn't press the action. None through the fight. Like, that's the beauty of Floyd. He know when to be defensive. He knows when to be aggressive. He knows when to counterpunch. That Martinez fought the same fight from round 1 to round 12. He didn't mix it up. He had his moments where he like hit Rolly in the 7th round with like 4 straight.
Champ, I done gave you like 5 minutes. You bugging. My man literally got touched less than Rolly per round. Like, you completely watched a different fight, man.
Yo, I like it. I like it. He said Roddy got castrated or something like that. That's what he said, I think. I was like, wow, okay. He's getting castrated online.
Listen.
He's a eunuch.
Listen, I don't care what y'all tell me. I don't care. You say, oh, what if it's your fighter? Listen, I want you to tell the fucking truth, man. If you ain't win, you ain't win, man. And it's gonna resonate more with
can't handle the
with
truth.
the real world, with the real people. It's gonna resonate more. You ain't gonna have people trying to burn down your house. Ask Tim Bradley. Let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead, say it.
Ask Tim Bradley how's it feel to accept an unwanted victory. You guys don't know. You don't know because you're just assuming. But again, if we go off history, Bradley went into hiding, and he even had to seek professional help. So
Bro, Rolly at the club, bro.
But I mean, like, let's be honest, Nets. I don't think, try to put that in the context of yourself fighting. Like, I don't think you'll ever see a fighter do something like that. And I don't think you can expect a fighter to do that. Like, I don't know, man. That's not their role to judge the fight. They're in there. They give their best. They might not think they won, but if they kept the belts, then they go with what the judges say, man. Like,
but on the super chat, Dana Jones makes a good point. He's an Al Heyman fighter, so they run in that fight back. Rolly's better keep Tank, Haney, Lomo, name out his mouth, Loma.
But who's an Al Heyman fighter? Phoenix. I don't know about all that. I'm sure he got to be talking about like Rolly.
Nah, he means according to the text. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I hope Phoenix is an Al Heyman fighter. We would at least be sure to see him back. Because I was already thinking, man, I wonder if Top Rank calling him already. Because I don't care what Jonathan's saying. One dude looked like he won. The other one definitely did not look like he won.
Call him no.
Supermax wants to give him his boomerang.
He hung up, though. Jonathan ain't there. You got to stick around. You want to get donated. Boomerang. You got to stick around. We got Otto in the New Orleans. And remember, guys, we're bringing the betting show back. It's going to be Friday. Obviously, it's going to be on that $15 level because we got to make sure we keep all our $15 patrons happy. But I do want to schedule it around midi. I text you and I never got back to you. I just put midi with a question mark. So that's because I do so many things. And look, I actually never even press add. We just scheduled Jessica McCaskill for tomorrow at 2 p.m. So it won't be that time. Remember, she's on another time zone. They on Chicago time zone. So that's what we're doing.
I see the text now, but what was the question?
The question was going to be, when are you available on Fridays? I don't want to do it without you, champ. I think that we need your knowledge the same way we need Killer Kells, the same way we need DBX and Earthquake and a few people that really be betting. Intrigue, I think, is one. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know Fridays is difficult, man. But the thing is, you got to watch the weigh-ins in order to be sure of who you picking. Most of the time, unless it's not a 50-50 fight. Like, if the favorite is the favorite, the weigh-in ain't going to do much. Because look, even Benavidez lost weight and still beat the brakes off Angulo, who was actually trained by a world-renowned trainer. So, I wanted to give Angulo the benefit of the doubt that he was going in there. He didn't look the way I thought he would
No, but
look.
that would have been okay. That would have been different if Benavides tried to lose weight and got very close. So you could have said, "Oh, he drained himself and all those things."
Yeah.
If he didn't even try, then no problem. He's gonna beat him my guy did against Lomachenko, right? Come overweight. You don't try. Say no problem. I'm gonna beat you overweight.
But yeah, man, we'll talk about it off air. Let me get out to NO. But yeah.
Let's go, champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Whoa. I'm an audio sound, you hear me?
Stupendous.
Straight.
Alright, cool. Alright, let me see where I'm gonna start at. I'm gonna start with Rolly. I'm gonna start with your man Rolly, bro. Rolly
Why
out
he gotta
here.
be my man?
Because like you was promoting him and all that, Mayweather promotion, Rolly, you know what I'm saying, one of the young up and coming stars, you know what I'm saying, hungry, you know what I'm saying, you did contender and all this and all that, and it's like, when these cats get exposed like that, you gotta still stand tall and that's and be like, look, that's my dude. He lost. I heard you saying he lost. I give you that. You know what I'm saying? That's your dude. He lost. He got whooped. But at the same time, it's like when I see Rolly fight, bro, maybe y'all might disagree, but he like a low budget Danny Garcia to me, like, cause he tried to little Philly shell and he tried to do the catch and shoot, but he not good enough. I think he need to train with Angel. I think he need to go to Philly and train with Angel Garcia. That'll make him like a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not comparing him to Danny for as like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it like Danny a better box. Like you can see what I'm saying? Like the way he threw some of his punches in that and the way he tried to catch and shoot. He tried to like take one, like roll with the punch, try to like catch it and then come right. He too slow for this shit, dude. Then the jab, bro, the jab, like his legs wide open and like dude countering over the top. Like dude really, bro, when he got in his group, he really could do anything he wanted to roll it, bro. All they do is just watch out for the big shots, move. You know what I'm saying? Roll ain't like the movement. That's why cause you could tell by what he said at the end of the fight. All dude did was run. He said all dude did the whole fight was jab here and and just dog. You didn't see the connections that were being made with the straight and the man, I don't know, bro. I don't know what that dude on, bro, but look, shout out to Rolling, man. You gotta get him on the show, Ness. He gotta get on the show and face the public. That's what he gotta do. And
Honestly, I don't think he gonna come on, man,
now you
cause
get it wrong. You tried to reach out. You tried to reach out to him.
I had been trying to reach out. He already before this fight, I feel like he already thought he was big time. But
What?
yeah. But that's besides the point. The real thing is, since this fight, I've only reposted all the truth comments that people have been saying. Like, you know, fighters, fans, their reaction to the fight is on my story on Instagram, because their reaction to the fight is my same emotion. So I'm expressing that through me and through everyone else, because I feel like it is just me and the world that saw the robbery, not how one or two people in the world want to make it seem that it was just a tight fight, like Jonathan, who says he's back. Thinking, it was a tight fight and we're, somehow castrating Rolly. No, no, no. He got his ass kicked, bro. He got his butt beat, and he needs to go back to the drawing board. And that's why I don't think he'll because fighters don't like that when you say that they lost.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like Rolly is Cuban, right?
Yeah.
It's strange, right? Like, he's probably like the only Cuban I see with that type of boxing style, man. Like they all
Yeah,
like
he's
kind of
probably
like
Cuban
nice and
American though.
sound and oh, okay.
Probably Cuban American. You know.
Okay, so he didn't grow up back then, right?
I mean, it don't look like it. He talks very decent English, so
All
but
right, okay,
I could
okay.
be wrong, and judging. We got a
Well,
super
Mister.
chat.
Okay, this is Jordan Carter says this Jordan from IG still trying to get in one of these camps. Prayer emoji hands, muscle bicep
That's
emoji.
right. Jordan is a heavyweight, but he's not pro yet. But he's looking to turn pro, and he's trying to get some heavyweight sparring.
All right, Mister PBC says baby boy Terrence hype job Crawford about to fight Rolly Rob or Jake Paul or KSI. He don't want no PBC smoke. Fire emoji. PBC world. And then he has the I can't see the actual.
It's like throwing trash out.
Is that no trash
trash.
sign?
Yeah.
No trash sign. Bud tenders furloughed. Iggy. Hey, Mr. PBC.
So they followed. People are crazy. I'm telling you.
Troy, how about you send me that message on Patreon, champ? Let's go to Jonathan on the boomerang.
Boomerang.
Boomerang. Super Max, man, I really appreciate that. Like I said, man, I thought Rolly won rounds 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 11, and 12. But here's something I would suggest, right? Like, let's let this calm down, and in a month, let's rewatch the fight. You know what I'm saying? And see if you still give the rounds that you gave to this kid, Martinez, what you do in the future, because you used to think, and you would have died on the sword, that Lord beat Canelo, but then when you went back and rewatched it, you realized how much you was tripping. Now, you are famous for saying the way you score the fight the first time is what you got to go with because there is no redos. But emotions get caught up, and I just think that it wasn't a great fight. It's not that Rolly looked great, but I just thought he did enough each round per the Queensberry rules to win the fight. And that's all I'm simply saying. I'm the guy that thought Wilder won the first fight, even though it's a draw. But in the same breath, I still say,
Chill, Chizzy, because you're right, and I'm glad you've been listening to the show that long. When you go back, you looking for something, so you really got to take a minute before you go back. But that being said, I had no emotion invested in this fight because I picked Rolly on the Pick'em show. I picked Roll on the Pick'em League on Patreon. I picked Rolly. I told on Thursday, I'm picking Rolly. All I could tell us about Jackson is Abraham Supernova, who is also Dominican, had this to say. I'm going to be rooting for Jackson on fight night. That's it. But I picked Rolly, so there is no like, oh, we need to win. Emotions are down. Dude, nobody knew Phoenix. He made a name for himself off Rolly face. But look, I don't even want to keep getting it because I'm trying to get Rolly on the show. Just like you said, let it down. We talk about it too much, they're going to be tagging him.
But irrespective of his opinion, though, I like his call, right? Because he's just trying to break it down very logically and all that. I don't necessarily agree with his scorecard, right? I have it the other way around, but I'm down for the debate. That's a cool debate, man.
I mean, look, man, I'll just take it to you back onto the super chat. Got Jared Lloyd on the return says, yo, on the real, what are your thoughts about the Charlo card? There are 6 fights total and said something about an intermission. Yeah, what was that about?
Yeah. It's 2 pay-per-view. It's 2 separate cards, but 1 long pay-per-view.
Okay. I wonder how long the intermission is gonna be, right? Maybe a half hour or something like that.
I don't know. I'm sure.
What's the intermission like? The
like halfway through a show, they'll have an intermission.
Concert or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Halftime show, man. They're probably gonna have a halftime show.
That'll be lit. About now.
We got a super chat from James Benitez that says, "How Jonathan the only no." It says 4. It says, how, Jonathan? How, Jonathan? He's saying, how, Jonathan? He only landed 4 punches in the 12th round. Yeah, I know. He gave him rounds. Yo, my man said 1. First of all, 1 was that's not the round, because that's the round that shocked Rolly. Like, whoa, what the I'm in a real fight. I thought I was about to blast this dude out of here. This dude, every time
I had Rolly 1 too, but he lost the second for sure though.
I'm pulling up my card. I cannot. Let me double check.
I gave him the first round.
No, let me double check. I might have did the same, right?
The second round is where he realized that, my guy came to fight.
Am I capping? Hell no, I gave it to Jackson that first round.
Stupendous.
That's right. Yo, is that Chris Eubank?
Yeah.
Oh man, did DBX send you that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We getting all the UK sound bites. Let me see. We got Sony on the boomerang. What up?
Cheer.
Sony.
I didn't roll over and have them tickle my tummy. I love that term. It's a beautiful term.
That's a beautiful term. Yo, I'm going to Majimbe.
Ness.
Yo.
Alright. Oh man. Jonathan, let me tell you something, brother. And listen, I wanted to up my Patreon for Jonathan so I could pay for his patronage. Because I like him. And I agree with a lot of his points on the back off. But let me tell you, do you even know what a jab is? My man was throwing a jab with his back foot planted. You're supposed to push off the back foot. He wasn't even doing none of that. The man lost the fight. I gave him 2 rounds. 2 rounds. I am disgusted with what boxing continues to do to us year after year. This is ridiculous, B. This is ridiculous. My man, I gave Rolly 2 rounds. There's no way he won that fight. No way. You have the WBA saying now, all of a sudden, we're on it, we're on the case, we're gonna fix this. You're not fixing anything. You're the reason what's wrong with boxing. You're the reason why I'm frustrated with this sport. I can't do this no more. If it wasn't for what Brandon said, for this community that we have here at TBV, I don't know if I would be able to watch this anymore. I bring people to my house and they tell me, yo, how do you put up with this? How do you watch this? It pushes them away from this sport. The only sport that I watch, the only sport that I love. I've been watching this sport for 23 years. I'm 36. I've been a hardcore for 23 years and seen this time after time. Guys you're ruining people's lives. Ruining their lives. And for what? This is ridiculous, man. I can't do this shit anymore. You know, you have Mayweather who has been, impacted by these type of things in the Olympics. Gave him a bronze medal, knowing he was gonna win gold. How can he do this? You have Bobby Jack saying, yo, I want those refs. Tell me there's not corruption in the sport. Tell me.
No comment.
Yo,
Do me on point. Okay? Nah, listen, my Jimbe, I feel you. I feel you. Listen, and this is the voice of the people.
You know what he said right now that hit home? When you got friends over and you got your friends that love MMA, DBX, right? And you got them over and they're watching it and then they're looking at you like, this shit don't happen over here.
DBX, timestamp 3:02, but then you're going to have to rewind. Yo, we should clip my Jimbe. We need to put that on Instagram, yo. Clip that. Yeah, because, again, if we let it die down, if we do not campaign, then nothing happens. But I get his frustration. I've been here throughout the years. He said yearly we get this. Nah, man, week in, week out, bro. Week in, week out. It's always a bad decision. We need to get a handle on it, but it's crazy, man. It feels like almost a decade has gone by of saying the same thing. We need to get a handle. When are we gonna get it right? Like Joe Cortez came out and we had him on our show, bro, what feels like 7 years ago now, when he invented the Cortez 2020. And ever since he's introduced it to us on that episode, I've spoken about it. I don't campaign for it because obviously he didn't send me pamphlets or brochures or, the patents or, I don't know, a prototype. But in theory, for our judges to be on sort of the chairs that the tennis use, yes, it would be bad for visuals for the live fight fan, okay? Whoever's in that front row, yeah, a big chair in your way is gonna bother you. But exclude that when digesting this information. Forget about the people that could pay for the fucking front row, okay? Think about the fighter, what Majimba said. This dude's life is changed because of the decision. And again, you guys don't get it because you don't come from a third world country. My family does. So I understand the poverty that comes from DR. What this little itty bitty win would have done for him is ridiculous. And in terms of Majimbe, again, I am Dominican. So I've been there inviting people to my house to watch a fight, and everybody's rooting for the Dominican that don't get the decision or doesn't even win. And that's what happened for him, unfortunately, probably in this situation. He was around a television with a bunch of Spanish-speaking people expecting to see, Phoenix win.
Oh, man. I could imagine that.
And he didn't get the decision. And people's
Oye,
like,
mi hermano,
¿y esta mierda? ¿Qué es lo que está pasando aquí? Esta
¿Qué clase de
porquería.
mierda tú me hiciste mirar, man?
Es un abuso, coño.
I could imagine, bro. Miami, bro. We feel you, dog.
Yo, they was probably ready to have a fucking huelga up in there, bro. Listen, we got a super chat from Big Super Mex who says, since the Charlos are from Houston, they should have Chamillionaire perform at the intermission halftime show. Long-time listeners will understand. Chill, Chizzy.
Broski called them Chameleon. Chameleon.
No, Chamillionaire because don't nobody listen to him. Like, he's on chill.
You're super. He like, yo, long time listeners will understand.
Yo, do he even have a new album right now?
Bro, all I think about is you see me rolling.
Exactly. And are the Charlos gonna want to come out to that? Like, that's not Biggie. Like, that's not Juicy. Like, yo, you see me rolling. People be like, oh, I thought you was a lion. But anyway, we got. Let's see who we got. Lids Low, Decatur, Georgia.
Shout out to Bobby.
Shout out to Bobby. You already know. Shout out to the chat. I'm gonna get to it real quick. I saw some of the Waldine fight. I ain't get a chance to watch all the card. Actually, I'm sitting down now, rolling up, about to watch it all over again to see what's really going on. So I ain't got too much to say on that. But about what was going on with Terrence? I hear a lot of people talking about Bud. What was going on?
I mean, besides the colorful super chats from Jared Lloyd.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Jared Lloyd anyway. Hey, but real quick, I got some good news for you, Ness. Hey, check this. Now, I did this on my own. You ain't asked me to do it. Doomy didn't. Nobody. Mario, nobody. So I got in touch with a real battle rapper. So I'm going to leave it at that. I only asked him if he was interested in doing something with boxing or being a judge. I ain't go deep into it. I was going to leave that up to you to handle business on that end. So I'm going to hit you up on IG. I already hit him up. He hit me back. He checking out one of the episodes, and he going to get back to me. And it's a name that everybody will recognize. So if you want to implement that into the battle rap, hey, it's on me, bro. Because I felt like y'all needed. I felt like y'all needed that. So I'm going to hit you up on my IG and send them your info and shit.
All right, sounds good. What?
All right, I'm out.
Let's see. We got Intrigue. Oh, Intrigue, you ready for your boomerang?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, look, I sent you the correct intro too. But I got a public service announcement, man. Roly Poly, like I said a long time ago when we talked about this, is another hype job, just like Virgil Ortiz. Y'all can record this. It's recorded. It's going on YouTube. I'm saying it. Virgil was a hype job. Roly Poly is a hype job. Virgil's just a little better than Roly Poly. Now, anybody want to bet money on Boots against any of y'all favorite fighters? Holla at Intrigue. And let's see how many people holler at me. Because Boots beats everybody at the welterweight. I'm saying it right now. I'm making it know. He beats Bud. He beats Spence. He beats Thurman. He beats Porter. He beats all. He clears out that motherfucker. So that's what I'm saying right now. That's all I got to say.
Ultra Combo! Have you been drinking?
Oh, Virgil Otis, like is talking about Virgil, right? Virgil Otis.
He said he's a hype job.
What's wrong with this guy, man?
Is a hype job?
That's
Wow.
what he said.
Okay.
I thought
Okay.
Virgil
I thought he
showed.
handled.
Yeah,
he
Vargas.
handled
Yeah,
it.
the way that he handled Vargas was it showed me that he's getting ready to be ready. But as far as Ennis, when is he fighting?
I don't know.
When is he fighting?
I really don't know, but like I want to see him.
When is he fighting? When is he fighting? I think I'll take when is he fighting for 500. Dog, he's like, come on, dog, get him a fight, B. Get him a fight. But, oh, snap. Stainless says September 19th. Look, that's sad. 33 days from now, and there's no hype. All right, let's build it up, champs. Send me more info, man. Let's help Intrigue help Ennis. That's all we want to do. Let's see here. We got Boomerang one more time from Sony. What up? You ready? This how Boomerang works, champ. We call you. You get 2 calls. You got to get used to this life now. All right, in the meantime, we're going out to Info Joe, California. What up?
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Should I see a
Yo.
Champ, what up?
Yo, I'm driving in my clear.
Yep.
Hey, man, first thing first, man, want to say, man, shout out to all the callers, man. I love this community, man. Shout out to Stainless giving his calls to Stony, man, and Mayembe. He's offering to pay for saying, man, we you know what? We some real boxing brothers, man. I like that, man. We can argue about a fight, come back, and show each other love like that. Let me get that out there. But let me get that crow for that Kaufman, man. I'm like Steve Pass, man. I picked him too, bro. Yeah, that was my sleeper, man, for the night, man. You always gotta try to go for an upset. But yo, Ness, I'm coming for that. I'm coming for your spot. You only at 11. I'm at 9, right? Post the stats so everybody can
I don't
see
know
where
you
everybody is at.
I don't know
I'm
where
at
you
9.
at because you
only
behind me. You behind me, so I don't know where you at.
We got 2 weeks left for fights, man, to pick. I'm finna pick them all right, and I'm coming for all y'all. So you better do your homework. You better do some studying. You better call all your bookies and see if you can get it right. Because Info Joe, you finna call me Info Damas by the end of this month. So Ness, you gotta post the stats to let everybody know where they at on
He
the
just
chart.
sent it to me, Chan. He sent it to me like I don't know when we got on the like the pre-pro for the show. So it's gonna be out.
Okay.
It's gonna be out. We gonna get
Okay,
it
for
to
all the
y'all.
listeners, they about sometime today or tomorrow, Nessa's gonna post all the fights for next week.
We got like 3 big fight cards. You better do your studying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Doomy, can you get that
He
sound
stepped
bite?
away. He got somebody at the door.
Okay. Y'all remember that sound bite from the last Dragon showing up talking about who's the master?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get that for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, you gotta remind us. You gotta remind us.
Hey, yeah. Get that though, man, for Thursday picks, man. Who's the master, man? That'll be live though. But that's all I got. Shout out to all my boxing brothers, man, and peace.
What they sent me here? Parker versus 5? That's what you sent me?
I got you. Info. I got you.
Let me. Yeah, that's gonna be a dope soundbite. Who's the master? When I say show enough, you say. No wait. When I say who's the master, you say show enough.
Showed up. There you go,
Yo,
Chad. You know you got the song.
Intrigue the Incredible says Virgil Ortiz can't beat any of the top welterweights. He can't even beat Brandon Lee at 140. Oh, is Brandon Lee at 140? I thought he was 47. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Gunner Forever on the super chat says intrigue tripping. Virgil KO's boots. Hashtag murder.
Yo, I wonder. Stonebone is asking about Parker and Fa, but that's not even finalized. I would love that fight. I can't wait to see Fa. Unfortunately for Fa, is gonna be, that would be the first time we get to see him on U.S. television is versus Parker, in a tough fight versus being showcased on U.S. television, then in a big fight. But yeah, I like Parker, man. He's nice, man. Like he's nice, man, and he doesn't seem lazy. That's very important in the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem lazy, and he does a lot of movements that require good stamina, which it looks like he has that, man. We got a super chat from Gunner Forever who says, intrigue tripping. Virgil KO's boots. Hashtag murder. Dudum. Who know about that album? Get out of here. Let me see. Who we got? Nix on the line. Yo, shout out to Blog Talk. No drops today, man. Looking out for everybody. Looks like that's it. Unless Sony on the last go around, ready. Going once, going twice. Dunny. Call you done. Listen, so what Info Joe was talking about, and Mitty obviously can help on this, but we are conducting a fantasy pick'em league. In time, that's going to be embedded in my mind, and it'll roll off the tongue quicker, and I won't confuse it with so many other things that we do. But we are doing a fantasy pick'em league. Mitty, when do I get these fights to post?
So you already have those fights to post. So if we take a look at the spreadsheet on the August matchup for next week, we're talking about. Let me tell you how many fights we have. We have 11 fights for next week, right? So we're talking about Dillian White versus Alexander Povetkin, Katie Taylor versus Delphine Pursoon, Luther Clay against Chris Congo. Jack Cullen against Zach Chelly, Eleider Alvarez against Joe Smith Jr., Julian Rodriguez against Antonio Laureano. Then you got Rob Brown against Vitaly Kopilenko, Clay Collins against Maurice Williams, Robert Rodriguez against Abel Soriano, Sean Porter versus Sebastian Formella, and Sebastian Fondura versus Nathaniel Gallimore. So those are all the fights for next week. Hopefully you can just put them on Patreon at some point. I don't know, if it's not tonight, it's gonna be tomorrow. And as usual, right? You guys can pick. You pick
got
your
until
winner.
Thursday midnight. No
That's it.
crying. No sending me your screenshot. Thursday midnight, and you must be at least a $3 patron to vote on the poll. All right. Now, if you want to be on the reward league, which is the pro league, where you get a reward for being the grandmaster, then you can go over there and do that. You got a Cash App NESGTO at NESGTO, the at sign NESGTO, $5. If you choose to use another form of payment and there's fees attached, make sure you add those fees. If you're from another country and the currency is different, make sure you do the proper exchange rate or you won't be in. You won't be in because this is an every month thing. So if you didn't make it this month, it's all good. Just join next month or be like me and participate in the amateur league where you just got to be a $3 patron and you don't need to put any money up. And there's actually more of us there. There's 75 people. So I'm 2 out of 75. You know, I'm
So
number 2 out of 75. You know,
let,
I don't know what
let's
those
put
other
that in
stats
context
are.
though. Let's put that in context though. In
Here,
that, you know,
here
in
he
that
goes. Why?
league.
Why he always wants to take me
No,
down?
no. It's not about you. Like just to inform everyone, there's 75 people, right? 75 people in that league, and out of everyone this week, only one person came out on top. So one person, you know, managed to come out on top out of
With
75.
a perfect
Imagine,
picks, right?
imagine almost perfect, just one out, right? So imagine if everyone participated in the $5 league, for example, right? That's $375 altogether. Like we're not saying that, you know, you're gonna
Yeah, so
get
you
those
would get like a
370.
prize equivalent to that, like a Floyd Mayweather glove. Not because those are probably worth 1,000, but you get what we mean.
Exactly. So that's what it is. And that week it would have been like real Niger chick. She would have just say, yeah, you know, she did her thing and
Well,
she
well, you start off in the amateurs. It's just like the real leagues, Mitty. You start in the amateurs, and maybe Naja sees that she's good, and eventually joins the pros, and then she will get a $375 reward of maybe winning gloves, right? Maybe she, as because she's a part-time boxer, or full-time boxer, and works part-time. Maybe her prize will be winning gloves. Something that she would need. We got a super chat from Intrigue, and we'll get back to the Pick'em League only on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. But it will be moving right here to YouTube. We're going to be launching memberships any day now to make it simpler, and we'll give you all the details and specifics. But Intrigue says, at Gunna Forever got a scratch and sniff posters too. I see another chat chaser trying to come at the king of names. Okay. I mean, but you ain't really go at what he said, right? Didn't he say Virgil would knock out Boots?
yeah.
So
Anyway,
that is the last caller. We were talking to Pick'em League. What the deadline is
Thursday.
midnight
Thursday
Eastern.
midnight New York
Eastern
time,
time.
right? So
Are there
yes.
any fights like on Wednesday again this week? Because last week was rough.
No.
Thank
So
God.
that's the good thing. Like, you know, all the cards are on
Saturday?
Saturday.
No
Exact.
Fridays?
No Friday cards,
Okay.
so it's all
Okay.
Saturday.
Let me pull up the
Ah,
schedule before I go. I know Mitty, you're dying.
yep.
Mitty, anytime you ever got to cut out, I understand you're on the West Coast. I mean, excuse me, across the
And you,
pond.
yeah,
Uh,
it's all
uh,
good, man.
yeah, no, I mean, just saying, just so you know, like, yo, if ever I look up and you're gone, I get it, bro. You got to pass out.
Cool, but I mean, like, info is right though. Like, you know, if that league table is made public on Patreon, it makes it even more transparent. And people, you know, people like competition, man.
It
People like
will.
to see
It
their name
will.
at the top, right? So,
I'm gonna make sure I get that up. I will not sleep so that you guys could be happy. How about that? All right. So it's August 22nd card. Is that what we're talking about?
yeah, yeah.
Oh wow, that's around the corner, guys. All
Yeah,
right, that's
next
around the corner.
Saturday.
That's around the corner. We got another super chat from Intrigue who says, "Anyway, Coach Mitty, CYP knocking you out. Hashtag anyway."
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, that can
Mitty,
be a
you never been
reality. Who
stopped.
knows, man?
Have you ever
What?
been stopped? Because you do got one loss.
No, no. I have one Rolly robbery, man.
Oh, Rolly robbery. So
And
Mitty,
actually, it's true, man. I avenged that robbery, man. You know.
oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Ness,
yeah.
you
But I
don't
mean,
need
who
to
knows,
sleep.
man? It's possible, but that's good, man. That's why a fight needs to happen, innit?
Yeah, but he can't do it on the 24th. Could you? Because we never asked you. We just automatically assumed. If hypothetically assuming CYP would have said, "Yeah, I can make it on October 24th," were you available? That's too soon
I'm
for you.
available, but it depends on the travel, right? So I need to figure out like
What's
what
the
are the
quarantine
restrictions.
time and all that?
Exactly,
Yeah, like what?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like it's easy traveling. It's easy to travel right now, right? So, but yeah, if it's just personal availability, yeah, I'm available. I'm good.
Man. So that looks like everyone. We are out in SGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us tomorrow morning for a quick show, and then we're gonna be back. So tomorrow we're working all day because we got to get Jessica McCaskill, got to get the undisputed multiple division champion on the show. 2 p.m. Eastern. Expect a Patreon post to ask the undisputed champ a question. You already know. Next GTO. I'm out.
All right. This is Coach Mide. It's nice, good fun to have like a flagship show. Those are my favorite shows. So yeah, man, like you can catch me on TBV whenever you want to see me. I'll be there almost every Thursday and Sundays. I don't know about the other days. Like when I can, I make them. But you know, that's where you can catch me. No idea.
Coach
So
Mitty,
good,
man.
so good.
Straight warrior out there. 5 in the morning, probably right now out there, champs. And you know me, Doomy. You can catch me on IG, Alex _ Doomsday _ LAINEZ. Same handle on TikTok. I haven't been there lately, especially now that IG has reels. But Twitter, Alex Linus TBV. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. We go live all the time. If we're going live in the morning, you want to know. You know why you want to know? Ness, tell them why they want to know when we're going live in the morning. What happens all the time on TBV in the mornings?
A morning show?
And what do those morning shows include?
Live guests?
Live guests. And you just never know who's popping up in on us. So,
Spontaneous live guests, too. That's true.
you know, once those thumbs get to work, Ness just makes magic
I don't
happen.
know. Is Frank Warren got anything hot? Because remember, he wasn't available that day. But he did say that he could do this week. But
Let me tell you something.
Well,
I got to catch up with the amount of interviews that you sent me on my email. I gotta go see them. I don't even
really,
think I got all of them on my calendar.
I don't think we have anything that big scheduled. Like I just scheduled.
No,
Jessica.
I mean like from past. Like you schedule like often.
But
So
those are
goodness,
done.
what did you say? Frank Warren is coming on the show?
Well, no. Remember, I was trying to get him on that last show that had to do with him, but he was busy, and he said, we could do it another day. So,
I mean, you should get him because he's pushing that like Matchroom versus Queensbury promotion card hard. He even did that again after the Queensbury card
yeah, I seen that he said he would
on
give his
BT
fighters
Sports, right?
bonuses. He said, I'll give my fighters bonuses if they
Yeah,
beat
him
Eddie's
and Steve
fighters.
Barnes and all that. The only problem they did that at midnight when probably nobody was really watching. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm sure he will come and talk to you about it.
yeah, Intrigue the Incredible says Nesta, get Thurman on so we can make the Republicans mad. The Republicans.
Man, I'd rather wait for Thurman to get a fight, man, or a date. Honestly, yo. Honestly, I mean, look, I could definitely plant the seed, start working. He's a big time star. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman is the one true unified champ.
Yo, y'all read the other intrigue? I know
What?
I wasn't in it.
Yeah. But
That
go
was
ahead. If
fun.
maybe you think, what is another one? A new one or old one?
Bro, DBX. No, I didn't have Mad Coffee, champ. My dog did it to me again.
Bro, but why you? I don't understand. I thought that's what you had the balcony for.
No, but the balcony is just like, especially when we leave. But I don't want that to be there all the time. Like I take him out and stuff. But my luck, he runs into another dog. You know how he gets with other dogs. He forgets that he pisses, so he pisses like his little squirts. I think he's done. I bring him up. He lets loose in the middle of the hallway. I'm outside sweating, soaking up dog pee.
Oh my god.
Bro,
God. The sad part is,
and he was standing there looking at me. I just thought he had it. What am I gonna do?
Sad part is, no one else would have cleaned it up. This guy probably was on all fours trying to clean that shit.
Yeah, because I'm not that guy.
No,
I'm not that guy.
I know you're not.
That bro, it looks like it never happened. That's the type of guy I am, and yeah, that's why I'm sweating, and that's why I look like I got coffee in me. DBX. Sheesh.
Alrighty then, we're out of here.
Enough of my sob story.
Peace.
Chee.
Make Border Wars official amateur fights. Bama, that is the future.
Stupendous.
That is the future, but we gotta see what's the politics. I told y'all WBC already said they were sanctioned.
I didn't roll over and have them tickle my tummy. I love that term. It's a beautiful term.
Okay.
Look in that space.
I don't even. What was the context of that?
That was priceless. I'm trying to find the time for that one. I don't know when to throw it, so I figured I'd just,
Oh, why did he say that? Or what interview? I don't know, man. But
that was hilarious.
No, I just was trying to find out the context, but I gotta go.
I didn't roll over and have them tickle my tummy. I love that term. It's a beautiful term.
It's a beautiful term.